should be louder now. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Whoa, no music. What's happening? There is no music. Hold on. Wait, there is music. There's some smooth jazz in here. There we go. Can you hear that? That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. How are we doing? Is it? Yeah, it's coming through. I can hear. That's nice. Hi, welcome in everybody. Hello. Hello. How are we doing on this fine Sunday, a rainy Sunday afternoon? I'm running, you could probably tell, what time is it? I'm running mildly behind. Let me get my chart set up really quick. I'm running a little bit behind. I forgot how to stream, took one weekend off. Forget how to stream, man. This is why you can't take time off. Streamers are not allowed to take time off. Hold on, let's see. Is this what I want? Oh yeah. Creeper on me. Yeah, we got this. Resting for work tomorrow, very nice. You're 15 minutes late for our date today. Maybe you're just 15 minutes early for our date today. Listen, a girl has to sometimes take some extra time, okay? A girl sometimes has to take some extra time because otherwise you wouldn't see me in all of my adorable glory. Listen, this takes some time, okay? This takes a little bit of TLC to keep up. You want a cute cat girl? Listen. You gotta deal with the time it takes to keep my youthful beauty, okay? My youthful glow. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the resub, OB. Thank you, OB. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Can't lose that muscle memory. I don't know, how many years has it been now? 4? Something like that. And sometimes it takes a minute for me to remember everything. Alrighty. You guys want to see the date outfit for today? Pretty cute if I do say so myself. Wait, let's see. Let's see here. Ooh. There we go. Do you like it? Whoa, my legs isn't working. My legs is broken. Oh no. Broken legs. Anything but that. I need to check my charger. Did I let my... Did I do anything? For years? Oh, don't be so dramatic. That's a ridiculous statement. Let's see the battery on this. Oh, battery's good on everything. Okay. Can I have my leg back? Can I have my leg back? Only one of my legs is working. For years. Sounds like somebody needs to get a hobby. There we go. Alright. Thank you for that 4-month flex though. Glad you stuck around for 1 weekend off. Thank you. How's your 4th? It was pretty relaxing. I didn't do anything exciting. I didn't go out. I just stayed home, relaxed. Actually, what did I do? I actually have a lot that I've done recently. I cleaned my entire kitchen yesterday. I deep cleaned it, which took 8 hours, probably. I think I got up around 8 or 9, and no, it took longer than that because it took longer than that because I got up around 8 or 9, I think, and then I cleaned until about 8 or 9 p.m. So it took literally 12 hours of cleaning. I deep cleaned my kitchen completely. I also bought a new mop and a new broom. Isn't that exciting? Wow, adulting. Wow, adulting. Isn't that so cool? Holy. Thank you so much for the 17-month flex. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. That is a long time. Whoa, we're getting close to 1.5 years. Thank you. Full day of cleaning and still looking like the perfect cat wife. Well, that's how I keep my youthful figure. That's how I keep my feminine figure. I keep my feminine figure by cleaning for 12 hours. That's how you see all this. Wow, what is happening? Hello? We good? We're good. That's how you keep the beauty of your figure absolutely perfect. What is happening? We're having problems. Am I tracking? I think that's a good sign to... What? Hello? Oh, well. you don't get to look at my feet. That's the answer. Yes, I did that yesterday, but I cleaned my bathroom. That's what I did. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the Discord, but I cleaned my bathroom, and that was about 6 hours. Ah, shoot. Need to go over here. That was about 6 hours or so. Really not so bad, but I've been deep cleaning different parts of my house. I know it's a little late. It's kind of a little late for spring cleaning, isn't it? But that's okay. It's more like summer cleaning. Have you guys been feeling motivated? I've been feeling motivated to do a lot of stuff that I have put off, I guess. I feel like, yeah. There we go. Does it feel like we're across the table from each other now? You look very sweet tonight. Thank you. I love doing chores. You know, there's only one chore that I don't like to do, and it is that my... Oh, that's my teddy bear purse. There's only one chore I don't like to do, and it's, I don't like to do vacuuming. I hate to vacuum. We missed you, it's alright. You took some time to distill. Thank you for 5 months, Christopher. When you're sitting across the table from me, all I can do is blow you a kiss. Hope that's okay too. I also did a little cleaning, but I'm nowhere near the energy you do. 12 hours of cleaning? I know, right? Well, I was gonna take a bike ride. I was gonna do like another 12 or 14 miles. Welcome in, Tommy, by the way. And thank you for that 60-month flex, Obi. Thank you. We got robots for that task for vacuuming. I've never had a Roomba. Kind of thought about it, but my house is always really small. You know, I've lived in apartments. I've lived in apartments all the time, so I don't really have a room for a Roomba, if that makes sense. Room for the Roomba. Room for the Roomba. Does that even make any sense? Yeah. Yeah, because like I feel like it'll just get lost. You know what I mean? Like it'll just get lost and bump into stuff a lot of the time. Yeah, they don't like vacuum cleaners. I hate the vacuum cleaner. It's such an annoying task. That's what it is that vacuum cleaners are just like really annoying. You know what I mean? Doing the vacuum cleaning is like my least favorite task. I want you to be able to see the table setting, but I can't zoom you way out. But then everything gets distorted. I don't like the zoom on VRChat's native, like... There, how's that? That's kind of cool. It's alright. I don't like the zoom on VRChat's native camera. Little Roomba for the little cat. Maybe if I get a Roomba... See, I feel like I'd still have to do the vacuuming, because if I get a Roomba, what I'll have to do is I'll just ride on it. But I would still... So that it doesn't get lost. But I would still be in charge of the vacuuming, so I don't know if that's even worth it. Roomba room sounds like a torture chamber filled with Roombas. Desktop husband. Desktop husband? Hello? I'm George. What does that mean? You might not have any floor space, yeah. If Hatsune Miku was a pizza, what would it taste like? Blue. It would taste like blue, I feel like. Hating vacuuming is totally normal for cats. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I did a lot of cleaning. I've done a lot of cleaning for Jingle Blasting with Necrograms. Well, my grandpa lives like 4 to 6 hours away, so I don't make the trip very often. I could have stayed for 4th of July with my grandpa. But I've been doing, I stream every weekend, and recently I've been a little bit tired, so I'm trying to chill a little bit. Just hanging. Like we're a tiny pet robot just hanging out. Yeah, you guys are the tiny cat husbands today. Sitting across you're shorter than me today. Sitting across the table. But I feel like this is a good view because you get to see you can see the rainy background. I don't know if I should let the music play. It might be copyrighted. But I don't want the rain sounds to go away. Shall we try to find the music control? I can make you some coffee. Actually, today I have tea on me. I've got tea. It's really delicious. I don't see any music control. So if this gets copyrighted, I guess we're freaking fricked, man. We're fricked. Hopefully not. We'll just have to see. Only music I hear is you, darling. Thank you. That might not be good. Is that normal? Is my audio coming through? VRChat? Okay, VRChat is coming through. Maybe I should. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll get some rain sounds up. I'm gonna turn the volume of the world down. Ooh, cool. Silence. Pure silence. That's not good. Rain. We'll get some rain on windows. With thunder sounds, even. Sure. 2 hours heavy rain and thunder. Let's see how this audio is. Ooh. We're just missing the smooth jazz is all. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's turn it down just a little bit. That was kind of loud. There we go. Okay. Not so bad. Not so bad. Now we get the I feel like this doesn't sound as nice because it's not rain on windows though. Let's do rain on windows. There we go. That's so good. Now that's what I like to. That's nice. Hello there. Welcome in, Strange Batman. You're Strange Batman. I could go for an iced coffee. Me too. I could go for an iced coffee. I have tea on me, which I should probably grab really quick. I should probably grab some oh my god. I should grab this. Actually, I should move this way so that I'm not in danger of spilling either my tea or getting it all over my keyboard. That would be bad. It's really hot in my room all of a sudden. Of course. This feels good. How do we like this feel? I'm in the table, but we're really close now. Today I'm drinking out of my strawberry mug, courtesy of Cat God. Thank you, Cat God, once more for having procured this wonderful mug for me. Did you hear that slurp? Ooh, that was a nice slurp. Ooh, that was some nice slurping. Jägermeister, Shiro catwifey, have you been beautiful? I missed you. Thank you for the 2. I can only give you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have missed streaming, although I have been tired. I figured today we could take it kind of chill. We could take it kind of slow. We could get back into the swing of things. Slowly and carefully, because I have been so tired. I'll take a Long Island iced tea now. Hold on, I don't think we're at one of those. I don't know if they serve that at this coffee shop. Isn't that more of a bar kind of request? But I have some black tea with a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of oat milk in it, because yes, this cat, as most cats are, by the way, is a little lactose intolerant. Hello, I'm Jorb. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. Wait, how many? There we go. How do I do I gotta do my gift sub kisses, but like blow them all at once. Otherwise it'll take forever, because I'll just be doing one at a time. Thank you. I was thinking that today we could do a little bit of coffee shop. Karaoke. If you guys are into it. How's the work treating you? Or are you adapting fine in between chatting? To answer the question about work, it's been really challenging. Well, I wouldn't say it's been really challenging. I would say it's been very tiring. It's a different type of work. That's part of why I've been really tired. I had to change to East Coast time, basically, which is good in some ways and like has benefits. I like being a morning person now, but it also has me pretty tired. And I just kind of wanna. Well, I've also been working really hard to clean my house, so maybe that's also had me really tired. I don't know. What do you think? You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's been okay. Yeah, it's been all right. Has worked with SEO. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little bit challenging. Don't eat the plants. No promises. I don't know. You know, I feel like it's been hard in some ways and really beneficial in others. And I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it and be like everything's totally fine. I would say the work itself is not it's not so hard that I like don't like it. It's not so hard that I don't like it, or that I would like consider, I don't know, you know, like it's not like the kind of work where I'm like, I want to quit or something like that. But it has been very like, I think the pressure is what is more challenging about it, because I feel the pressure to perform is difficult. Yeah, because I think I might have mentioned it. I probably have mentioned it, but like my company took over this contract from a different company, and so if I and my coworkers, the 2 other ladies who are working on this new project with me, if we don't perform well enough, we could end up getting, the contract could be given back to the original company, and the original company employees are still working in part on the project, if that makes sense. Like, so basically, they gave our client gave my company, full, like, how do you say this? Like, full oversight on this new project, okay? Full oversight on this new project, but we aren't the only ones working on it still. The original company retained some of their employees on the project, and they're very, very unhappy to have lost most of the work to my company. And so we're very worried, or not very worried. I don't think we're very worried. Nobody's really that worried that we'll somehow lose the contract. But it still is a lot of pressure, because if I fail to perform, I feel that it could put my company in danger of losing the contract, and it would also look bad. Which would not be good. So I don't want that, you know. I feel like you. Okay. You know, I was wrong. It was better right there. Okay. Yeah. Hello, welcome in. Hello and welcome in. Hello. It sounds like you're competing on it. Kind of, yes. My company has slowly but surely been... I mean, my company is in competition with this other company. Like, technically. So, yes. But... in reality, like, we have slowly been... So, like, imagine two subcontractors contracted to the same client for, like, kind of different things. But my company has all of the capabilities to handle everything the company one has. So Shiro company is able to do basically anything, and has grown to take over like a bunch of tasks from the other company. And so slowly but surely, we're basically like eating the other company and taking all of their work and getting like winning bids and contracts for like X thing or Y thing and stuff like that. So as you can imagine, Company 1 is not very happy with Shiro Company, and so they're also trying a little bit, it seems like, to maybe sabotage our takeover of this new part of the project. Hey Shiro, welcome in, Cookball. Yeah, they're not happy with it. So how could the other company compete? So true. With me on the team, absolutely. There's no competition. Really, no. But it's a lot of pressure because I really don't want to mess up or like cause any problems. I think that that's like part of it, but the main source of pressure is actually that like it's actually that we're starting with like this small piece of the project, and then over time we're going to have to expand to do more and more different things. And we're starting with a part of this new project that I'm very familiar with. That's the reason I got put on like as the lead for it. I'm the expert on like this portion. But as we expand to take over the rest of this project, basically, so we're starting small to prove that we can do what we say we can do, and then we're going to continue taking over the rest of it slowly but surely. It was expand into areas that I'm no longer the expert of, so I will have to become the expert of them. And that, I feel like, is where it gets really tiring and a little bit intimidating, because I will have to learn a lot of new things. And it's not like my portion took maybe a year to master, I would say. Like, these things are not easy. Like, of course I explain it to you and you're like, oh, it'll be fine, you're a quick learner. Like, yeah, maybe. Maybe, but I'm also not a chemist, and I'll have to learn a lot about how chemists explain analytical data to people, for example. And I'm not a chemist. So, we'll see how that works. Like, I didn't go to school for that. Like, this is expanding into areas that I didn't go to school for. I'm not, like, 100% familiar with, and I will just have to learn. And of course, like with any job, any new position, you will be given training. But, unfortunately, the training is coming from Company 1, so they don't have a vested interest in training me very well. Anyway, it's a very complex problem, as you can see. Glad I didn't miss this one. Welcome in. Yes. I'm sure you'll do great. I hope so. I, in fact, don't have an option. I don't have the option to not do great, so I must, in fact, do great. Shiro Company literally eating Company 1's lunch? Exactly. Yeah. It's a challenge. Yeah. Shiro, we need to cook. What are we cooking? Are we cooking? What are we cooking? Are we having a cooking date? Maybe start by testing and make a love potion in your free time? Oh, absolutely. Fake it till you make it. That's true. Shiro is back! I'm back. Could not do chemistry and I've registered the mole calculation stuff. Yeah. This will be hopefully easier than that kind of chemistry. Like, not chemistry in school, but so for example, let's see if I can make an example out of thin air. If there's a certain ratio of a pollutant in your soil, for example, so like let's say you're a farmer and you have a certain ratio of pollutant in your soil that might qualify that might qualify you for compensation from, like, maybe the people who polluted that soil, or maybe just the government. It kind of depends. Like, for example, on like near army bases, so, or like near firefighting like areas, you might find pollutants from like the fire retardant that they use during training. If there's a certain ratio, and maybe, like, I don't know, wind deposition or like water is it still called deposition? I don't remember. Has brought that pollutant to your farmland, you may be entitled to compensation against, like, from the state or from whatever facility caused that pollution. And the way you find out if you have that ratio is you must get your soil tested by a laboratory. And so then you will get a bunch of analytical data and results on your soil test. And sometimes that's very easy to understand. And most of the time I would maybe argue it's not very easy to understand. And so my job does kind of a similar thing. Part of my job is part of the project we're taking over is they explain people's results to them, and the people who are doing the explaining are qualified chemists. I'm not a chemist, but that is something I may have to do in the future, and that's very scary because I'm not a chemist. Called DJ Wentworth, exactly. Yesterday, 7-Eleven. Was it really? I don't even know what the date is today. Hi, happy Sunday. Hello and happy Sunday. Thank you for always being so fluffy and brightening your day. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad I could brighten your day. You have a job? Yep. I'm an office cat. I work a 9 to 5. That's why I get tired. Yeah. By a laboratory. Yeah, a laboratory. Hi, Shiro. Welcome in Phoenix. Be fast. Be fast. Well, Sandy, when you try to react things cleanly, I don't do that kind of stuff. That's not the kind of chemistry that I'm involved in. I'm involved in the resulting part of it. I don't do any of the analysis. Yeah. Illegal corporate companies be dumping your residential areas and hide it from people. Yeah, that can happen. Yes, that can happen. Although I'm more familiar with maybe like not illegal dumping, but like accidental pollution. So far, at least. But, like, for example, fire retardants at training facilities for the government or firefighters or the government. But, yeah, that stuff can have toxic chemicals in it. And at a high enough level, you might be in need of some consultation. Or just, like, general, you might need to know what to do, you know? You might need to know what to do. Shiro has to do. So you're like an informant translator between two factions? Not yet, but that might be a role I have to do. Actually, right now, I'm basically a goods deliverer. Is what my project, where I'm the project, like assistant PM, is I do like logistics and coordination for supplies to people. That's what I do. But I recently took over the new position. The new position is talking directly to the people that have had X or Y happen to their general affected area. So, which I can't get too much into because they'll box me, but I've explained it a little bit. But yeah, my company works as logistics and operations management via like database management for larger clients that are working with like people who have been affected by pollution. Yes, so yes, I have a job. That's how I afford to be a VTuber, actually. That's how I'm allowed to be a VTuber. See, I'm just a cat girl with a job until I get on stream. But my day job funds my VTubing hobby. I know how to present data about an unfamiliar topic without making it clear as unfamiliar. We have an auditor doing something like that. It's tough. It's tough, right? And especially if you think about it this way, you guys are all, I think, pretty, well, I'm not gonna, maybe not well educated, but like, I think you guys are all familiar with some of these concepts, or at least a lot of you are. I see somebody mentioned PFAS. Was that you, Usagi? That's like a really common pollutant that gets into like soil and water, but there's also stuff like lead or arsenic. So like, for anybody in Washington, I know there are some Washingtonians in here. I'm not working on this project, but I was aware of this project. There's something called the Orchard Lands Project. So in the Yakima Valley, way back in like, I think it was either the 1920s or 1930s, farmers were using fertilizer and pesticides with lead and arsenic in them. And at the time, I don't know if it wasn't known that there was lead and arsenic in them, or if it wasn't known how detrimental that would be to human life. But now there is lead and arsenic pollution all up and down the Yakima Valley, and even as far as the Tri-Cities. And so right now, there's like a large-scale effort to inform and potentially mitigate that pollution issue. And so, because it's in my home state, of course, I was like aware of this because my company was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know if my company bid on it. I don't think we did, but right now the Washington Environmental Protection Agency, or whatever the fuck, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. They're looking into how to solve that issue. And so there's more than just like PFAS. There's like lead, arsenic. Basically, any heavy metal could potentially be a pollutant that got, put somewhere, or like, fire retardants, for example, are very toxic. They break down into different chemicals that can harm you. So, yeah, asbestos also has lead in it. Asbestos is super toxic, exactly. What's another one? Or like the Hanford Project. So, for example, my hometown, the Tri-Cities, there's a big nuclear facility there, and if you're exposed to those chemicals, you might be, especially like older families, back when there wasn't as good of an understanding of how toxic or dangerous some of those chemicals can be. So there's like lawsuits and investigations and government subsidies and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Thank you for the 20, Nekofi. Thank you. That tastes kind of good. Isn't lead kind of sweet? Also, welcome in, Zachary. Hello, hi. Just a small accidental pollution. Yeah, or like, with Hanford, for example, there's large-scale cleanup of nuclear waste going on. And so, there's a lot of different ways you could be potentially affected by X or Y chemical or just nuclear radiation, stuff like that. So, yeah. translates to the science is all in the report. Yeah, I don't have to do any of those, the actual analysis or analytical stuff. That's how the labs take care of that stuff. What I was going to say is you guys, a lot of you seem to be relatively informed on how pollution can affect people, right? Or like what a maybe qualifying, if I said the words qualifying level to you, that might make sense to you. But especially if I'm working in rural communities or communities who have never maybe talked about, or even maybe they don't even know what, like, you know, arsenic is. They don't know what that is. They don't know what it will do to them. You have to be able to explain to a layman what this is. Maybe not in necessary detail what it will do, but like, you know, what a qualifying level is. And people aren't always very happy to hear that, like, under a certain level, you could have lead in your, I don't know, pipes, water, soil. Right? I wouldn't be happy to hear that. And so I think the scary part about this upcoming takeover, as I get more and more involved in different parts of it and I learn new things, is going to be talking to people who are maybe not very happy about that, like, oh, well, you qualify if you're at this level, and sorry, you don't qualify. Yeah, like, there's a little bit of lead in your soil, but well, unfortunately, the government says that a little bit's fine. Stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, man, welcome to Orange Crush Gamer. Hello. Yeah. And I think asbestos and popcorn ceilings too, or I probably have asbestos in my house right now. My apartment has not been remodeled since the 70s, possibly because there is asbestos, which, I don't know, would that cause lung problems? I've noticed that ever since I moved here, I've had like a little bit of a cough, but it's really cheap. But right, it's really cheap. So, sounds like you're providing a much needed service. Yeah, I would say so. That's why, you know, a lot of people I've talked to, every now and then I mention how much I love my job, which is why, it's why my streaming schedule tends to be pretty light. And, you know, I'm a hobbyist VTuber, you know, as much as I'd love to become a full-time VTuber. I also love my career. I really love what I do a lot. Project management, it's funny because actually project management is basically like 90% of a VTuber's job anyway. But then it's my 100% of my job as my 9 to 5, my cat girl project management job. And I love it. I really love it. I love what I do. I love what I'm involved in. I find it pretty fascinating, and I love logistics, actually. If I were to ever leave this job, which works with like the environment and geology and like pollution and stuff, I think I'd go for logistics. Like I think I'd go for, you know, like freight logistics. That would be super fun, I feel like. Just don't touch it. Okay, got it. I used to have an old boiler in my bedroom and it had a lead pipe and it broke. Oh, that's so bad. Ooh, this is why kids don't play outside anymore. Yeah, because of all the lead in the dirt. To be fair, you'd have to eat a lot of dirt to be lead poisoned. But did you know that lead poisoning causes, like, poor emotional regulation as you get older? We will cheer you on with both careers, professional and hobbyist. Thank you. Thank you, yeah. I do love my career, so I think that it's really nice. I think it's really nice, like, to enjoy your job. And honestly, I wish everybody could have a job they really like, but it also helps on my job, like my company. They're all I'm surrounded by good people that are really nice. I'm also, like, the company culture I work in is really good. I would say, like, if I had to, I may like other jobs more, but I don't know if I'd ever find another company that has quite the same culture. Everybody, because it's a tech company technically, but technically. The ending of your laugh is literally the best. Literally, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, in my opinion, no amount of blood is okay. Well, a lot of people feel like that. But unfortunately, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like how you can, like, have a certain amount of, like, human body parts in your hot dogs. Did you know that? Did you know that, like, most, like, meat processing plants, like, there's, like, a certain level of, like, how much human, like, how much human is allowed in your food? Like, and you'd think that'd be 0, but, like, you'd be wrong. My job itself is fine, my manager is not. How many human teeth are allowed in a hot dog? Well, you'd be surprised. Human what, really? Human, just human body. How would there be human in your hot dog? Well, isn't that a great question? Isn't that a great question? Corpse starch, yeah. Because, like, okay, so, like, imagine this. Imagine somebody gets their finger cut off on the production line. Well, how much human is allowed in that hot dog before it's a problem? Pieces of fingers, exactly. That's always my thought, is like maybe you get like the end of your pinky cut off by accident and it gets in there and you're just kind of like, what? Well, if we but like, and then they don't tell it anywhere. I don't know how that would happen. I don't work at a hot dog production plant, but I'm pretty sure there's an actual like FDA like law about how much human body matter is allowed in your sausage. Yeah. What about lead that tastes like Skittles? Can I have some of that? 1%? I don't know what it is. 1% seems too large, actually. I don't know. Oh, I don't have my redeems off. I'll go ahead and refund you that redeem shortly. My apologies. Let me turn redeems off. Redeems are only for live 2D streams. I'm so sorry. Let me turn that off. I did forget. I done did forgore. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. I'll refund all the ones from today. However, if you'd like to redeem a hydration check, those are still on the table. Yeah, the FDA has regulations for how many rat hairs and bug parts are allowed in processed food, that sort of thing. Exactly. Star may contain Jim. Might contain Jim, yeah. Burger King food lettuce. Thank you for the hydration. Thank you for the hydration check. Time to switch to a diet of legumes. I've just made I'm a cat girl after all. It's not like it's not really an ethical concern for me, but if you are concerned about eating humans, which I certainly wouldn't be, I wouldn't eat a processed food, like a hot dog. I suddenly don't want to eat hot dogs anymore. I feel like knowing that there could be human body parts in my hot dogs makes them a little more appealing, actually. I would argue that the more human in my hot dog, the happier I am. Like, why wouldn't I be extremely excited, in fact, to know that I'm consuming human flesh? I think it's actually only a plus. I love the idea of consuming humans. A smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. Thank you. Relatively, maybe. I don't know. The jury is out. You eat humans once in a while. Maybe every now and then. You never know. I mean, human teeth are still the best source of collagen for a growing cat girl. Who gave Shiro the knife back? Well, look. I didn't bring my knife to the coffee shop. That would be completely ridiculous. See? Hands clean. I'm not even covered in blood this time, guys. Actually, you know what I've been wondering about this entire time? What time of day is it outside? Do you see, like... It's like overcast, cloudy, and rainy in here. Well, out there. But I just wonder, like, what time of day it is, because how late are coffee shops open near you? You know, one of my least favorite things about coffee shops is that they're not open, at least not where I live, they're not open 24 hours. Especially since COVID, actually. And I feel like that's really a problem, actually, factually. It's really upsetting for me because I like to go to... I'm kind of a night owl. Well, now I'm not, but I used to be more of a night owl. Let's up the volume on that, honestly. I think maybe we'll just chat today. We won't attempt any singing. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do karaoke. Or let's see. Speaking of, I'm not echoing, am I? 24/7 culture is not really a thing in my country. I wish. I used to be a night owl. I'm no longer much of a night owl, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. I'm enjoying being a morning person for real. No echo? Oh, that's good. Please don't eat me. No promises. No promises. In my hometown, coffee houses and bakeries were open 24/7. Here, nothing is open past 10 p.m. See, I hate that. Nothing's open past like 7 here. 7 is like pushing it here. But like, I really wish that things are open really late. I used to down in Portland when I lived down in Portland. A bunch of coffee shops are open all like till like 2 or 3 a.m. and I like that kind of thing. I really like that. I enjoyed it because, well, I used to work the night shifts a lot, so maybe that's why. 24/7 culture not being a thing in your country is really interesting. Shiro hot dogs now with more Jim. I've always wanted to have Jim in my hot dogs. Just getting old, Jim. We're gonna have to start calling you Granny soon. You can call me Granny anytime you want, kiddo. I'll bake you some cookies too. Yeah, I'm not 24/7 here except McDonald's and some gas stations. See, I like late night coffee shops. Okay, when I remember this. Okay, when I was in high school, I went to Boise with one of my BFFs, me and her, because she had moved to Boise. So I came over to stay for like, I think I stayed for like 2 weeks, which is quite a long time to stay, actually. I'm like looking back at that, I was like, dang, but it was like in the summer. But what we did for the 2 weeks I was there is we bussed around most of Boise, or was it just 1 week? It might have just been 1 week. 2 weeks seems like a long time. I don't remember it being that long. But we bussed around Boise a bunch, and one of the places we went, I wonder if it's still open. I feel like it was called Susie's or something. It was like a little coffee shop downtown Boise. Anybody live in Boise? The reverb was on all this time. That'd be so sad. I like late night coffee. See, me too. And I love the vibes of coffee shops late at night. But this place was open to, I think, almost 24/7. It was open until like 3 or 4, and then they opened back up at 7 or 8 the next day. Or no, even earlier than that. No, it must have been 24/7 because coffee shops open early. It must not have been. I don't know. But we got there. Two little high school CAD girls, and they had the best quiche I've ever had. It might have been because I was really hungry, but I went back we went back several times. But I got like a cappuccino, and it was really late. It was probably 11 to midnight. And we were about to bus home, and we got quiche and we got coffee. It was absolutely wonderful, and then we stayed up really late watching anime. And then we went back a couple more times over the course of the week. It was so nice. Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho. I think it was called Susie's. Man, I wonder. I feel like that's, or Susanna's? Sally's, maybe? It was a little coffee shop downtown. Anybody know? Anybody from Boise, Idaho? Here, everything closes for nap time. Are you in? Oh, right. I've heard about that. That in some, like, in some countries, everything closes down for, like, the siesta, right? Hi, Shiro, I'm back. Hi, back. I'm Shiro. Late night naps always hit hard. It was so good. It was so good. Potato country. Yeah, Boise is potato country. Hi, a nap? We're talking about how 24/7 culture isn't a thing in every country, actually. But in some countries, things close down for nap time. Did you know that? Like Argentina, right? That's where you're at, Nekofeet? I've heard that do they do that in, like, Italy, too? Or no? Well, I think it's the only true 24/7 thing here, but they don't really have seating areas. Oh, yeah. A lot of places are open 24/7 in my area, but they're only open, like, in the drive-thru now, where they used to have lobbies being open. I feel like a bunch of companies, like, I feel like a bunch of companies during COVID took the opportunity to, like, be like, wouldn't it be cheaper if we didn't allow people to be here? But, like, allow them to go through the drive-thru? Which is, like, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I miss being able to go into Starbucks at 11 p.m. You know what I mean? Or not that, I guess you haven't really ever... Are there ever 24/7 Starbucks? Not really. I wish. That'd be great, because, like, I also like to do... When I drive places, like when I take long drives, I'll often do, like, overnight drives. I like overnight driving. It's nice. Watching anime was always plus. Yeah, this friend that I had in high school, she was the person who showed me anime for, like, the first time. My parents watched Inuyasha and stuff when I was growing up on Adult Swim. But my friend in high school, my BFF, she showed me what was the first one? I think the first anime we watched, she showed me Ouran High School Host Club, and then I think Chobits after that, and then what was the one we watched? Sword Art Online. I watched Sword Art Online with her. That was the first time I ever saw SAO. And that was during that trip that I made when she had moved to Boise. Yeah. Mediterranean countries are mostly with siestas, Italy, Spain, Greece. I see. Okay. That time is cool, but I hate having to come back to work again after. I don't think I would I don't nap, so I don't know. Who's your favorite? Ouran High School Host Club? Out of Ouran High School Host Club, I think I like Mori Senpai the best. I like them tall, dark, and handsome. And or bald, I guess. There's 24/7 Starbucks? Are there? I don't know. Quiche reminds me of D&D sessions, friend's mom. Oh, that sounds amazing. Can I know your friend? Introduce me to your friend's mom. I love quiche. Oh man, quiche is like my favorite food probably. I think. Oh, there's a little cafe in my town, really close to me, that makes amazing quiche. Wow, I should go get some. Going on an insomnia cookie at 2 a.m. in College Town is quite an interesting event. Oh, they had something like that where I went to college. I went to college briefly in Eugene, Oregon, home of the Ducks. They had Doko, but they also had a little place called oh gosh, I don't remember what it's called. No, it's called Doko. So there's Doko, that's the dumpling place, but this was like a little mom and pop restaurant. And what they did is they made freshly baked big cookies, okay? But they also made calzones. It was cookies and calzones. I don't know why those two things together. The calzones were fine. The cookies though, fantastic. They were always made to order. So if you ordered cookies, they would also deliver within a certain radius, and I lived right next to them. I don't think I ever got delivery. Maybe I did get delivery a couple times, but I could just walk over. But they made them, they're these big, thick cookies, and you got them hot and fresh. Oh, they were so good. They're so good. They're so good. So good. Nice to watch streak 25. Let's go. Actually rewatching SAO right now. I heard there's a new Capcom in the Discord server posted some screenies of SAO game. There's a new SAO game. Share the mom snatcher. Yeah, I'm gonna snatch all your moms. Granny Shiro's gonna snatch your mom. It's true. Honey's your favorite because he's soft and cute. Honey is really cute. Honey's sweet. Makes you want to squish his little cheeks. Fresh baked cookies are the best. I haven't had a fresh baked cookie in so long. Kyoya is a close second. Really? Kyoya? I do like Kyoya. Nothing but love for baked goods and baked dishes. Me too. Me too. Late night drives sound nice, but a bit risky. Why? No, late night drives are, I would say probably safer than other times, just because there's less people on the roads, at least where I live. At least where I live. The only times I've done late night, long distance driving has been on pretty populated, where I live in Seattle, of course. So, driving late at night is honestly probably safer than driving during the day. A lot less people on the roads. A lot less people on the roads. There's a magic of driving around the city at 2 a.m. There really is. 100% agreed. Man, that's the best part of getting off a really long, hot night shift back when I was working, in the grill. Good night, everyone. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the Shiro bite. Yeah, 2 to 3 a.m. is so good. Wisconsin has 24/7 Starbucks? What are they doing in Wisconsin? Is Wisconsin okay? Is Wisconsin doing alright? I love driving late at night when you have the road for yourself. Me too. Especially when it's snowing or misty. Oh, yeah. There's a certain... It feels kind of magical when, the weather conditions hit. I just don't like being about to see being me at night in the rear mirror. Oh, you think it's a little creepy? I kind of get that, I guess. I kind of get that when you're alone in your car at night. I don't know. I like it because it's quiet. I love it. Because we gotta move to Wisconsin for 27/7 Starbucks now. What does Wisconsin have? Do they have, are they the people with cheese? Is Wisconsin the state with cheese? Does anybody remember what Wisconsin has? Is that the cheese state? I feel like that's the cheese state. Oh, yeah. Yep, cheese and beer. Cheese and beer! Okay, got it. The Autobahn when you have it to yourself. Ooh. Wisconsin is the cheese state. Okay, I sing in the car with Small Mental Songbook. Ooh, I do love to sing in the car too. Me too. Cheese and beer sounds great. Maybe we should move to Wisconsin. Do you think that they have project management positions in Wisconsin? Hi, ShiroNekoNya. I'm ShiroNekoNya. Hi. Maybe. I could go for a cheese and beer state. What kind of cheese does Wisconsin... Hold on, I'm gonna do a Google. What kind of cheese does Wisconsin have? What kind of cheese? What kind of cheese on a Philly cheesesteak? That was the suggested use, by the way. What kind of cheese is on a Philly cheesesteak? What kind of cheese does Wisconsin make? Okay, the AI overview says Wisconsin is the largest cheese producing state in the U.S., accounting for over 25% of the country's total supply. That's a lot of cheese. Wow. Producing over 600 varieties, the state is famous for its aged cheddars. That sounds really good. Squeaky white cheddar curds. I don't really like cheddar curds. And specialties like Kobe, Brick, and Limburger. Burger. Okay. Wisconsin offers a massive variety of cheeses due to its rich dairy heritage and hundreds of active creameries. Creameries. State originals, Kobe Brick and cold packed cheese spreads. I want some Wisconsin cheese. Ooh, Wisconsin master cheesemakers produce world-class versions of Gouda, Parmesan, Havarti, and Munster. I like that. I like Havarti cheese. You guys like Havarti cheese? Limburger. I don't like sweet cheeses. Me neither. I don't really like cheese curds much. Oh yeah, cheese curds. Something gotta manage all that cheese. Do you think? What's up, Gustavo? Do you think I could become a project manager of a creamery? Whoa! That would be so funny. Wait, maybe I should make this happen. Should I move to Wisconsin? Listen, I can do whatever I want. I'm a free cat girl. I'm a free catwife. I could move to Wisconsin. The world's my oyster, after all. Or is the world my tuna? Maybe I should start saying that. The world's my tuna. They have Culver's in Wisconsin. I've never been to a Culver's. Is that like a chicken place? I feel like I've heard about that. Cheese and beer plus the cooler temps right now would be nice. I want to go to Wisconsin. That sounds really fun. Wait, is Wisconsin pretty? That's gonna be the deal breaker here. Okay, I have to look up pictures of Wisconsin. I'm gonna tell my mom I want to move to Wisconsin, and she's gonna be like, "Why?" She's gonna be like, "Why do you want to move to Wisconsin?" That's crazy. Let's see images. Wow, look at all those deciduous forests. Where's Wisconsin? Oh, it's near the Great Lakes. I knew it was near the Great Lakes, but I didn't realize it borders one of them, right? Whoa, I like it. Wait, maybe I should really move to Wisconsin. Who's gonna stop me? Mask Slayer, thank you for the 5-month flex. What's up? Thank you. I think Wisconsin has lots of pretty plains. I've lived in places that are really mountainous for most of my life. Is it humid? Wait, is it humid? That's perfect. Actually, Wisconsin winter. I don't really like snow, but I do like humidity. Havarti is good. Also, welcome in, Mackenzie. For the cheese. Unstoppable cat. They can't stop me from moving to Wisconsin. New York City is so hot, really? I've heard New York gets a lot of snow, though. And gets cold in the winter. Culver's is a burger joint. Oh, they don't have chicken. Got it. I mixed that up. Catwife at a dairy managing cheese production? That'd be so cool. That'd be fun. Havarti and Jarlsberg. That sounds like something from Skyrim. She would be flying through the air. Majority for driving. I'm only a little lactose intolerant. I try to avoid straight milk. Actually, I'm not really sure I'm lactose intolerant, but milk makes my skin bad. If that makes sense. It doesn't upset my stomach, but it makes my skin bad. And recently my skin's been great, so I don't want to mess with that. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mackenzie? Did it get too much snow this past winter? Are you in New York City, strange bad man? I want to leave New York City, but I'm broke. Isn't New York City really expensive? Maybe it will be better if you leave. Behold the power of cheese. I have you there that I may help. Development. I'm okay as I am. Wisconsin is like Michigan and Superior. Lots of coastline. I can read. I'm good. I got it. I like cheese a lot. Actually, just yesterday, I remembered that I had some goat cheese in my fridge and I ate it. It was so good. So good. It was delicious. I put it on half a bagel. Oh my gosh. It's practically Canada. It does look, it actually looks really pretty. So I'm looking at it. It is really flat, but like, gosh, I'm used to living kind of in a lot of places with evergreen forests. And so of course you don't get the beautiful like fall colors, but I love when trees make it look pretty in the fall, you know? Yeah, not even Bruce's massive wealth could shield him from the cost of living in New York City, true. Wait, is Gotham based off New York City? Or no? No, okay, I'm not really a superhero fan in general. I will be honest. Okay, I will be honest. But I'm especially uneducated about DC. Really frizzy. Humidity is really good for me, actually. I wish I could live coastal in general, because my skin is so much better in high humidity areas. I grew up where it's like really, really dry, and my skin is so bad when I live somewhere dry. My hair is healthier in high humidity areas too. That's why Seattle's really good for me. But honestly, I could go even more humid and I'd be happy. Yeah, Gotham is inspired by New York City. Okay, got it. But they are pretty similar, yeah. That's what I thought. I did think that Gotham was inspired by New York City, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of superhero movies, but when I do, they've always been Marvel, and very specifically, I like to go to Marvel movies in the theater because I feel like it's a better experience. Like, I'd probably almost never choose to watch like a superhero movie, like, in my house, because like I feel like that's like I'm just kind of like meh, but like in a theater with popcorn, okay, with popcorn and like candy, oh yeah, that's that good. You know what I really wish I could do at theaters is get a beer. Do they do that in theaters? I feel like I've asked this before. What's the name of your fandom or community? My community is named the Cathusbands, and the members are Nekothos. Yes. I used to watch New York Knicks games when Marv Albert actually said good evening from Gotham City. Really? Like at an official base? That's a baseball. That's a baseball team, right? That's a baseball team, right? They tend to cut you off pretty quickly. I mean, I only need one, so... Asbury is based on New Jersey City, but maybe I'm confusing with Monopoly? Monopoly? Some theaters allow you to buy alcohol. That sounds good. I want a beer with my popcorn. I love beer and popcorn. It's my dinner of choice, honestly. Like a bag of popcorn, that's a lot of calories, but then a beer too. Oh, so good. Has a bar selection. I may need to go to my theater. The next time I go to my theater, I'm going to see if I can get a beer. That would be delicious. I have to watch the new Spider-Man at the end of the month. There's a new Spider-Man? Wait, there's a new Spider-Man? Spider-Man? Since when? Is Spider-Man Marvel now? I'm confused about Spider-Man. Or was he ever DC? Pardon me if this is an insensitive question. There's a new one? Wait, there's a new one. Wait, hold on, let me look. New Spider-Man. Spider-Man. New Spider-Man. Which one is it? Spider-Man, is it this one, Brand New Day? Shoot, I did not realize. There's a new one. DC Comics canonical maps explicitly place Gotham within the state of New Jersey. Really? And New Jersey is not New York, right? Those are different. Can't wait to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, really? Okay. Never DC? Okay, got it. At Movie Tavern, you can order special tankard. It's gotta be like 50 ounce of beer. Whoa, 50 ounces? I get drunk off of 2 beers. Your boyfriend and you got a giant thing of popcorn to binge watch One Piece and somehow went through it all within like 3 episodes. That sounds good. Spidey is an Avenger, Marvel, got it. I knew he was an Avenger now, but I wasn't sure if that's because they bought the IP. DC Comics canonical maps explicitly place Gotham within the state of New Jersey. Why do they name it New York and New Jersey? That's a little bit... I feel like you shouldn't... They're too close. New Jersey is where New Yorkers go to dump their trash. Is that the truth? Spider-Man is a Marvel character. Did they get it back? Did they get what back? Nani? Spider is a... yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know there was a new movie. I haven't really been keeping track of almost... Unless somebody mentions it. Is this the last one that Tom Holland is going to be acting in? You know what? I think I did remember seeing something about this, actually. I think I remember seeing something about this. That the new Spider-Man, that there was another Spider-Man coming, and that it was going to be the last one Tom Holland wanted to act in. Is that true? Their first colony settlements named after significant townships in England. So there's a Jersey and a York in England. Oh, wait. I think I actually knew that. No, New Jersey is where New Yorkers live because actual New York City is too expensive. How far away is it? How, like, time-wise? How far away is New Jersey from New York? Sony owns the movie rights for Spider-Man. So that's what it was. Because I was going to say, I didn't think that Marvel originally owned the IP, right? Oh, it was sold to Sony for movies for a while, but Marvel got it back. Okay, wait, okay, here's the data. Here's the information. Spider-Man IP was sold to Sony for movies for a while. Marvel got it back via collab contract, but Sony still owns movie rights for Spider-Man. They're only allowed to make Spider-Man movies, so that's why Venom and stuff is still the Sonyverse. Same with Hulk, that's why he doesn't have his own movie. Wait, but Hulk does have, like, really old movies, doesn't he? But they're probably from Sony, I see. That's very interesting. Let's see. Depends on the place in New Jersey, but for those who work in New York City, it's within 30 minutes. Really? Wow, that's really fast. Does he work in Pennsylvania? Nothing new about that one. If you're living in a nicer place in New Jersey, it's probably an hour or more. That would be a long commute. That makes me thankful for my 10-minute commute. Oh, gosh. Fascinating. I think they're only allowed to make Spider-Man movies. I didn't know that, I did not know that the Hulk was part of the Sonyverse. Or that it was, the IP for Hulk was Sony. I didn't even know, well... Like, I know a little bit about Sony. Sony is such an interesting company. Did you know they had like a music project for a long time too? Which I think is kind of weird when you think about it. Didn't they also have... Sony had, like, funded a VTuber project. Did you guys know that? I think it went defunct a while back. Hold on, let's see. Sony VTuber project. Did you guys know that? Sony had a VTuber... Yeah, it was a VEE? Yeah. Really fascinating, right? A verse. Verse also. Or are these two the same? Verse is the one I think I was thinking of. A Japanese virtual YouTuber agency owned and operated by Sony Music Entertainment Japan. Did you know that? Isn't that fascinating? I did not know that. Universal Pictures holds the exclusive rights for Solo movie. Universal? What does that even mean? Is that different from Marvel? Is Marvel Universal? Marvel's not Universal. That's like a totally different one. They own Prison Project. Oh, really? So they have that one too. Do you watch any new movies from the movie theater? I think the most recent movie I watched from the movie theater was maybe, Avatar? Oh my gosh, but that was like 3 years ago. Didn't Sony funded VTubers? Yeah, there's a couple of VTuber projects that they had. I don't think they have any of them anymore. Did you hear about Sony discontinuing physical PlayStation games starting? I didn't hear about that. That makes sense though. Companies don't want you to own the physicals anymore. Japanese megacopes are in everything. Yeah, they got their little grabby hands in every pie. Yeah. Was that the Prison Project? That one too. I think I knew about Prison Project. I did know about Verse though. Some of the Sony EM VTuber girls are still around. Yeah, a fair amount of them, right? From Prison Project. Pretty sure some of them. I don't remember if they got their IPs from that. I wasn't really that invested in Prison Project. Yeah. They kept New Jersey for Bon Jovi's origin story. Bon Jovi. That guy's a singer, right? Before it's called New York, was named New Amsterdam, and then the English took it and renamed it on Duke of York, future king. Oh, that's interesting. No idea who they are. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Sony is discontinuing physical PlayStation games, honestly. Not very surprised. It makes perfect sense to me because a bunch of different companies are trying to do stuff like that. I think it's I think it's bad, personally. I mean, I think that you should own games, but we'll see how that goes. Chikan is everywhere now. Chikan? Chikan? Wait, what's that? Chikan. What's Chikan? Is this a Sanrio character? That's what it sounds like. Wait, is this like, what do you mean by this? What is that? Microsoft wants you to keep your physical copy? Does it? I hate corporations, yeah. Sony was generous with the Prism IP is very cool. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm glad I remember correctly that the VTubers from Prism Project got their IPs. Did they have to buy them? I feel like they may not have had to. I hate corporations, yeah. We should own what we pay for. I'm actually really surprised that... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's scary. Do you mean Chitan? I hope so. I looked up Chikan and I don't think that's what you meant to say, I hope. He isn't around anymore. What about the Opera GX VTuber? The Opera GX VTuber I thought was still... Was her project continued? Is it still continued? Gosh. So long ago. Buying is loading, piracy isn't stealing. And I've always said that. What happens are trains in Japan. Yeah. In public places? Why are you bringing up sexual harassment? What? What do you mean by that? Hello? Yamaha makes everything from motorcycles, audio equipment, golf clubs to kitchen home appliance. You know what's really funny? We've got something similar here too. You know how Kirkland makes so much stuff. Sony gifted therapies. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm glad to hear Shiro's laughing that it's back to work. Well, have a good day at work. You've got this, I believe. Is it raining where you're at? I hope you're having a sunny day at least. Has their hands in everything. Oh, that's not a very nice joke. I don't like talking about stuff like that. I said mega corporations, I think. Or no, Japan. Well, either way. Mega corporations and Japan have their hands in everything. Absolutely. Yeah. Kirkland is similar, where they make don't they make appliances too? Kirkland makes appliances, they make food, they make chemicals? How does that even work? Isn't Texas Instruments making pocket calculators and missiles? You know, somehow that makes really perfect sense though. No reason to not get a gaming PC, I mean. If we have to go all digital, there's no reason not to get a gaming PC instead of a PlayStation now, especially for what they're going to charge for the PS6. There's going to be a PS6? Wow, it doesn't feel like the PS5 was that long ago. Hello, welcome in, Andrew. They made Godzilla. Kirkland? What? Kirkland made a Godzilla? They buy the product from the OG manufacturer with the right to relabel it. Do they make... Is that a good way to make money off of it? When I watched the Michael Jackson movie, oh yeah, there's been a lot of biopics recently, I feel like, in the last several years. What's up with biopics? I'm not really sure I really like biopics in general. Didn't the PS5 come out yesterday? It's been, well, wait, didn't the PS5 come out kind of like near or during COVID, or am I crazy? PS5 is already a retro console. I'm a PC gamer. So I've never had a console, I think, really. I technically have a Switch, but I've used it very rarely. During the start of the pandemic, for sure. They borrowed the term Zaibatsu asset click. That is an interesting phrase. Hi, Shiro, are you excited about what Jason posted on his Instagram on Friday? The Free Willy reboot? I don't know who Jason is. Free Willy reboot. Is there really gonna be a Free Willy reboot? And how are they doing that ethically? Didn't we all kind of decide that, like, fucking around with orcas is bad? Or, like, what? I don't know. I thought we all decided that, like, captive orcas is bad. CG? Oh, no, I'm not excited for that. If it's gonna be CGI, I'm so done with CGI. I don't even care. Maybe this is the only use of CGI that would make sense, but I just feel like I don't think there needs to be... Here's my hot take of the day. I don't think there needs to be a reboot of Free Willy in CGI. That seems a little bit silly. He's a writer and it better not be CGI. I don't know. I don't keep track of... I have no idea who that... You'll have to tell me what he said on Twitter yesterday. Posted on his Instagram? I don't follow Instagram either. Sorry. I'm actually not very... I feel like... Does it have to do with VTubers? I still have my PS3 and the pre-OLED Switch. I have the pre-OLED Switch too, yeah, as well. Yeah, and a Kinect 360. What's a Kinect 360? Have I talked about this? In my country, a factory was making sewing machines and machine guns. Well, that makes sense, question mark. Your Teddy is excited about Godzilla Minus Zero. Godzilla Minus Zero. Is that also a new movie? I didn't know about a new Godzilla movie either. Wow, lots of new movies coming out. I'm not the biggest fan of Godzilla movies. I've seen now 3, or tried to watch 3. They haven't been very appealing. They're kind of boring. I think you have to have the Godzilla autism to really like Godzilla, and I respect that. However, it's just not, I feel like it's just not for me. Can we have a minute to appreciate your fit? You want to see the fit again? Yes, we can see the fit again. We can take a minute for the fit. Sure. You like it? My feet stopped being weird. That's nice. Nope, they're still weird. Ta-da! It's pretty cute. I thought it would be a really good fit for the coffee shop vibes, you know? I thought it would be a good one for the coffee shop vibes, for sure. What's that behind me? Oh, it's like a nice warm colored shop. I love these like warm vibes in here, you know what I mean? You look so cute. Oh, you. Rise of the Beast sequel, and I love Godzilla a lot. I've never seen Transformers either. Dang. You are a movie connoisseur. Damn. Absolutely. Thorbsium. Pure grade. 2 new Godzilla movies. That's too many. Xbox created the Kinect to showcase body tracking capabilities, but the one with the 360 is very deprecated now since Xbox One came out. Interesting. That is interesting. I do think, well, I feel like the only like body tracking thing I've ever worked with outside of VR was back when I was little. My friends had like a Wii, and you did like the Wii Fit stuff, you know? I love your clothes, Shiro. It's so cute. Thank you. The Russo brothers will partly work on the Free Willy reboot, the guys who made the Avengers movie. Interesting. I feel like that's gonna be it. Okay. I'm if I'm a betting cat, I'm gonna bet on it flopping. What do you think? Box office flop? First box office flop in a while? I don't think, like, why would, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I mean, like, I love sea creatures, but I just feel like the Free Willy never really appealed to me in the first place. I don't know, I found that movie really boring as a kid. Did you like it? Do you have any Free Willy, like, fans? If so, explain. Explain your case to me. Why do you like it? What's good about it? Tell me what's good about Free Willy. Why should there be reboots of it? It isn't exactly the removal of physical media. It's that unlike with games on PC, you can't download PS games and restore them, not even on your own system. I don't care about the Blu-ray or cartridge per se, it's that it only exists to your PS and Sony can remotely. Yeah, I get that. The Xbox cameras were always Big Brother creepy though, really? The Xbox One Connect 2nd Gen can be used for 3D scanning and it works surprisingly. That is fascinating. That is fascinating. Please don't talk about weird sexual things in my stream chat, mister. Everything gets a reboot. People are getting tired of the same old superhero movies. So, same old, the Big G? What's the Big G? It'll be so good. They'll just brute force the current Marvel humor into a trust. Yay! Because the killer whale is awesome and because the whole story is great too. Isn't the story just about, well, I don't know, maybe it will appeal to current day media goers. Do you think Gen Z will like Free Willy reboot? Is that... What do you think? I don't know. I feel like I'm not qualified to say. I didn't find the story particularly good or interesting. I found it to be like really boring as a child. Reruns are bad enough lately, but rebooting Free Willy, that was my initial thought. It was just kind of like, but why? And then it's gonna be all CG. I feel like it's like nobody really. How many people really like CG? And then like, will Gen Z enjoy the like it's because it's about a kid, right? Too. And I feel like we don't have a lot of movies that are like child protagonist does thing recently. Maybe it'll be a hit then. I don't know. I'm gonna vote box office failure. Everything gets a reboot. I feel like we should just go for more, I don't know, original storytelling, maybe. Didn't it also have Michael Jackson in the OST? Wait, for Free Willy? Folks made quilted covers like what grandmas made for toasters to put over their Connects. Wait, why? Wait, what? Like a Connect cozy? Right? That's what those are called, like a tea cozy, like a Connect cozy? Wait, that's kind of funny. I haven't watched it ever, so maybe I watched it now, I'll appreciate it. Maybe. Gen Z can't handle TikTok at 2 times speed. They won't sit with all one Free Willy movie. That's what I was thinking. It was boring. That's what I thought too. I thought Free Willy was really boring. That's the same way I feel about Godzilla though. I think it's like, there's, even as a kid I thought Godzilla was boring. As an adult, I find it like super boring. I don't think Gen Z will be able to handle Free Willy. I'm not gonna lie. It's slow. There's a similar movie called The Water Horse. Oh wait, I really liked The Water Horse when I was a kid. But I think it's because it was like about a dragon. That was about the Loch Ness Monster, right? But like, to me it was basically a dragon. So I was like, ooh, dragon. I liked The Water Horse. So maybe it will appeal to Gen Z. I don't know. I liked The Water Horse though. And that was all CG too, wasn't it? But I was like young. I was really young, so. Connect Cozy came out of the cameras, had features. Wait, what do you mean features? It's like it's been ages since anything original came out. Kind of, yeah. What was like the last original movie that I feel like made an impact on me? I'm really enjoying the Avatar movies, the Blue People one, but only because in theaters they're fun, like in IMAX. So... it doesn't have any fight scenes. I don't think that's necessarily true, but I mean, I do think that it depends on the age of the person. I really enjoy, you know, I'm a big like cute girls doing cute things and like what's the word? Like I really like what are they called? Frick. I like slice of life. There you go. I love slice of life. I don't actually prefer anime with fight scenes and stuff, although I do love my shonen every now and then. But yeah, I don't know. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a cool movie. A lot of people say that, yeah. Do you think the last Unicorn remake would be successful today? No, not at all. Definitely not. Godzilla's explosions and kaijus, always interesting. Maybe. And maybe that's why I don't find it interesting, is it's about explosions and kaijus. Yeah, Nessie, yeah. There's some good original horror movies. Oh, that's true. It seems like the horror genre is really popping recently. So maybe that's where things are. I mean, like, general, like, atmospheric dread seems to be permeating society right now. Time of civil unrest across the world. So that makes sense to me. Project Hail Mary was a good recent movie. Oh, everybody was saying that was really good. Actually, now that you say that, I keep seeing stuff on Twitter about Project Hail Mary. I haven't watched it. I don't know if I will. I'm not really a sci-fi fan like that. Like, I'm not really anything that's in space, I'm kind of just like, meh. Even when it's like really good, I kind of just go, well. Like, I'll watch it and then I'll be like bored a little bit. The Avatar sequels are just okay. It felt like they're rehashing the same story over and over again. To be fair, I've only seen the second one, I think, The Way of Water, so I don't know if I haven't seen the new one. It does kind of feel like I don't know, the Way of Water was really good, but also I'm really a fan of the ocean, so maybe that might be really biased. Are you watching Chainsmoker, Cat? Nah, that's not really my speed. It looks, I won't even say it looks fun. It kind of looks depressing, so. Are you guys watching it? How do you feel after watching it? Kyoto Animations is the best. They are amazing, absolutely. If Disney would have just kept going with the expanded universe instead of retconning half of it, I'd be down. Wait. Like, what are we talking about? I don't see what you're replying back. Oh, Star Wars. Yeah, we've had a lot of talks about Star Wars. I was not a fan of the newer parts of Star Wars, really. I wasn't a fan of the newer Star Wars movies. I liked some of the offshoots. Rogue One, I think we talked about a little bit. I did like Rogue One. I wasn't expecting what Rogue One was, but I did like it. And then I actually really liked Solo. I thought it was fun. And that's kind of what I come to a movie for anyway, so. For fun. It's pretty gross, but I'm hooked. Is Shiro planning to do a watch-along anytime soon? I think we're going to do a drunk watch-along at 18K, or no, 19K YouTube subs, so tell your friends that we're going to do a drinking game watch-along, where every time, I don't know, I haven't decided yet what's going to be the best movie for that. Maybe we watch a Marvel movie watch-along, and then every time somebody makes a bad Marvel joke, I'll take a drink. Be absolutely slammed by the end of that. Smashed. You were born in 1977 and you're not 50 yet? That's a long time ago. Wow. The Kinect had always-on design, and it had IR projectors and detectors, which were simultaneously used in other commercial cameras for seeing through fabrics. Really? Were people using? But like, who had a hold of that data? So close to 18K. Yeah. Wait, is 18K? I think is the spicy ramen challenge. Yeah, Sash by 10 minutes in. That'll be fun. Gen X. I think you're my parents' generation, maybe? There's a slice of life anime called Kaiju Gil? Is it about kaiju? 19K is the watch along? Okay, yeah. So that'll be the watch along. I haven't done a watch along, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how to put one on. Fell asleep several times watching Project Hail Mary, but I restarted a few times when I finally made it through. It was good. A long night. A long night. Kaiju Girl is fun, but it just came out, so you can't binge it. I'm not really a kaiju fan. Like, it's kind of like, I'm not really a mecha fan either. Although, like, the occasional mecha anime is good. I really enjoy, let's see. I've enjoyed some of the more recent, like, I've definitely enjoyed some of the more recent, like, seasonal anime, of course. You know what anime I want to watch that I haven't is Call of the Night. I do really want to watch that one. So, that's on my list of things to watch for sure. Other ones? I don't know. Well, I've been like, oh, I like WeChat Atelier. WeChat Atelier is really cute. I need to finish it. I'm on episode 10. Well, not that you could really spoil it, I guess. I feel like I know the ending. Have you watched the Superman movies? No, I'm not much of a DC fan. I know, I'm sorry DC enjoyers, but I find DC to be a little bit boring too. I don't like the way that they're filmed. They're not colorful enough. Color Night is such a good vibe, yeah. Everybody's been talking about the Call of the Night. I keep seeing clips of it too. It looks really cute, but I won't spoil it. I know the ending and I didn't like it, but I think I'll still watch it just in case. Yeah. You're the Zillennial category, too young to fully be at the millennial contour of the metro Gen Z. Well, I'm firmly in Gen Z, but I don't know. I would say maybe my attention span is a little bit better because my parents didn't allow me to have technology until I was able to buy it myself. So, but I like Gen Z. I don't think we're all that bad. Short attention span maybe, but still, we've got our perks. Yeah, just started that. I love the vibes and soundtrack. Yeah, a lot of people like that one. Let's see, what else have I been watching? Call of the Night is something I want to watch. I've been keeping up on, like, the main, like, big anime, of course. Frieren, what's JJK? Oh gosh, have I caught up with them? ReZero was the one that I finished. I watched and finished recently, the most recent season. Or like finished. They were on a break until August, right? You started WeChat Atelier? I think you'll like it. I think I like it. You have to watch it with us? No, I don't actually have to do that. In fact, I would never do that. I make a point of not watching things I don't like because then it just makes you resentful. I feel like you should never force yourself to watch something you truly don't enjoy. What a waste of time and like your heart. Oh my gosh, you should watch things you like, especially if it's media for the point of enjoyment. Yeah. That certainly was the question at the time. It was an always-on IR camera with motion detection attached to an internet-connected device. Yeah, I wonder if... I mean, I'm sure that the people working there probably had access, and that's not good. But I do have to wonder, like, how many people... Did anything ever come of it where it was actually found people were utilizing that for nefarious purposes? Yeah, I think DC likes to emphasize the dark themes by literally making everything dark and desaturated. And you know, I think that that's part of the reason I'm not a big DC fan, because I don't prefer media with dark themes in general. Anyone recommends Call of the Night? The wiki plot text makes it sound Tokyo Ghoul adjacent. I don't think it's like that. From what I've seen clips of, I do not think it's Tokyo Ghoul adjacent. I like your parents' technology policy. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I feel like I grew into a really, successful and well-adjusted adult. I would say, not to brag or anything, but I would maybe say I'm a pretty successful and well-adjusted adult, and I can hold down my full-time job and be a VTuber in my spare time as a hobby, and I would call that great cat-girl parenting, honestly. I think it can be hard to be one of the only people without technology as you're growing up, but like at the end of the day, I can talk to strangers, and a lot of Gen Z can't. So yeah. My favorite, I have been really enjoying Chainsaw Man. That's true. Chainsaw Man's really good. Yeah. And Demon Slayer. I do really like Demon Slayer too. Need to catch up with ReZero. It's good. Need to go Overload. You know what? Yeah, I've heard it's really good, and I agree it's really cool. Need to Girl Overdose, I started watching it and realized it is one of those anime that's like not for me because of the dark themes. I don't tend to watch media with dark themes because I find that life is hard enough on its own. I don't really like to make my enjoying time, my free time, my spare time. I don't enjoy watching dark media most of the time. Ooh, watch Fate Unlimited works. I've seen all of the Fate series, except I haven't seen the newest one, which I think is Fate Strange Fake. Not seen that one. I wasn't as interested. I didn't really like I felt like the animation was a little weird. Like a little stiff. Did you see, like, the fight scenes were great, but, like, in between, I felt like you could clearly see where the budget was going. Maybe that was just me. Maybe it's only what I started watching it, didn't really like it. But I'm a big Fate fan, actually. I played the game a little bit. I watched most of the Fate series. I've seen Zero, Blade Works, Heaven's Feel, gosh, the one with Nero, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Oh, what's it called? Do you know the one with Nero? Ooh, that girl. Did you watch Fate Babylon? Yeah, I watched Babylon. What's the one? I haven't watched the newest one, which I think is called Fate Strange Fake. Correct me if I'm wrong. Extra? Yeah, with Nero and like that one. I really like that one. With it reminded me of Monogatari a little bit. Yeah, I watched Babylon. I think there's a couple that I haven't watched. The most recent one, and I feel like there's one side story / like alternate universe I haven't seen. Oh, I've seen Apocrypha too. The Fate extra games are more in order. Who's your favorite Fate avatar? I like the Sakura Drop girls the best. Wait, avatar? What do you mean? Like heroic spirit? Or like, I don't know that term. Maybe I'm only an anime fan. What sort of games do you like to play? I really have been enjoying Subnautica. I like base building games the most, I think. I like survival crafting. That's the genre. Fate character. My favorite heroic spirits are the Sakura Drops. I specifically like the little one. She's cute. She's like a yandere, I think. I like her. Did you watch Blue Archive anime? No, I haven't. But maybe I should watch. I play Azure Lane kind of casually now, but I used to be a really big, sweaty Azure Lane player. Kinda. But I did watch part of the Azure Lane anime, and I didn't really like it. A lot of gacha game animes are not so good. So I haven't seen the Blue Archive one. Is it good, or is it like... Fate Grand Order, the only gacha I play. I tried to play it. It's got really... Fate Grand Order has the worst... the worst drop rates, like, in gacha game history, right? Like, they're stingy. Yandere? Yeah, the smallest Sakura Drop character is really yandere. But I'd say maybe my favorite from the shows is Nero. I like Umu. I like Umu, girl. Yes, the gacha. Yeah, a lot of gacha game anime is not so good, but if Blue Archive one is good, I might be convinced. I wouldn't play it, though. I'm not really a gacha game fan. I like Azure Lane kind of love-hate. I liked Azure Lane more when they had more loli characters. I don't like it now. They're not making any cute girls. They're all making booby girls, which is fine. Favorite Fate servant. Forgot the word. Okay, yeah. Probably Nero. I like Nero a lot. I like Hokusai. Hokusai is cute. I like Abigail. She's a little blonde one that's like an eldritch horror. The artist for Hokusai is the same artist for Ina from Hololive. Yeah. I think Fate is one of the standouts for being a gacha game with great anime because they have such a crazy budget, because they're one of the biggest gacha games in Japan, like long-standing, right? Which is crazy. Abby the Witch, yeah, she's so cute. I love Abigail. What's your guys? Does anybody have favorites? Blue Archive anime is okay animation quality, and it is hit or miss, honestly. Okay. I might try it. I don't know. I don't like have a ton of time. Recently, I've been going outside a lot and biking. I've been bicycling. Yeah. They basically have infinite funds, exactly. Yeah, well, it helps that their drop rates are so booty. Rin is best girl. Oh, out of the main two, right? Three? No, three, because it's Saber, Rin, and Sakura as the main, like, love interest. I don't know. I think I like Rin the best. Rin. I think I like her the best. I like Rin when she's Eresh Kigaru. I like Eresh Rin. But I don't know about... For the love interest... Probably Rin. I mean, I really like Heaven's Feel, though. Like, here's the thing. Out of the girls, I like Rin the best, but out of the storylines, I like Heaven's Feel the best. But it also helps that the Heaven's Feel movies were like incredibly good. So, yeah. Note to Mama, I like the girls with small chests. So, my favorite of the one I married is Laffy. Me too. But I actually married, I have like 20 or so married ship girls. But yeah, out of the starters, I married Laffy. I don't think I married Javelin. Who's the other starter you get? I don't remember her name. Oh, she's the what? Is it? Well, I don't remember the other starter's name. But like the marriage, like in Azure Lane, gives them like a status buff, right? So I married a bunch of them. Who doesn't like small chests? Exactly. Rin thighs, but I like Sakura. Can't say I like crazy women. Yeah, I like Rin. I like Rin personality-wise. I like she's tsundere, but she's also very strong and determined. I like that about her. She's very cute, of course, and she also. I like her relationship with oh gosh, what's his name? Her servant. In the rain route. I like her relationship with, it's Emiya, but like as a sword guy. He's Archer. Is he Archer? Unlimited Blade Works. I don't remember his name. Emiya Archer. That's right. Okay. Hey, see? I'm a real fan. Yeah, Z23. Best starter. Yeah, small chests. Exactly. My Catwoman. Howdy, Shiro. Howdy, Renjo. Yeah. True fan. I'm in love. Yeah, I'm a real fan. There we go. See, I remembered. His real form. His true form is Archer. Cause I remember the reveal. Yeah, Archer. Yeah, I like his relationship. Oh my gosh, I like her relationship with Archer because I feel like there's a lot of mutual respect there, and I really enjoy that between. When it comes to like love interests, I feel like the thing I really love to see about their relationship especially is like it doesn't feel very much like one person is like way more knowledgeable or way more intelligent or like way more experienced. It feels like Archer has like a certain amount of experience in these ways, and like he's definitely like more like capable in X way, but like Rin is capable in other ways, and it feels like they work well together. They mesh well together, you know, and they have a lot of mutual respect for each other, which is like basically any like romance between characters that I like to see. It's usually when there's a lot of like really strong mutual respect and like reliance upon each other in ways that like are really healthy and good. So I like that. Brahmin Akaneko. Dekiru Neko is Yomo Yutsu. My roommate is a cat. I feel like I've watched that actually. Or wait, am I thinking? I'm thinking Pet Girl Nekoroso or something like that. I think that's what I was thinking. Cat Girl Nekoroso? Yeah, they complement each other. Yeah, I like that. True fan, true name, fake fan. What, huh? They complement each other. They do. I like that a lot. Rin is not narrow-minded as the standard tsundere. She's one of the good tsunderes. Yeah, I think Rin is a great tsundere archetype. Also, I think like... Oh, it's been a while since I watched it though, so I don't know. Maybe I should rewatch it some point soon and then kind of give more of an idea, get more of an idea of how I feel. I watched it I watched almost all of the Fate series like how long ago? Oh gosh, like I watched it during COVID. Wait, what's 6 years ago? I almost said 8 years ago. It's not that long. I watched them during COVID. Thanks for letting me out of the basement. Hi, welcome. You've been allowed to come out of the basement just this once, so you better be real happy. Shimakaze has one of the best designs, not gonna lie. I do like Shimakaze's design, yeah. So you saw Camelot. Right, Camelot! No, that's the one I haven't seen. I watched part of it, and then I don't know, I got like busy or something. But also, it didn't appeal to me that much. I was kind of medium on it. I really like the FGO storylines, though. I mean, Tsundere knows Mithra, so she instantly comes to mind when I hear the word Tsundere. Mithra from what? I'll be a good boy. Okay, good. Looking at the catalog of Fate's series is overwhelming. That's true. It can be a little overwhelming. I recommend starting with Fate. What do you think? Stay Night is a good one. I love the last Bell stories. Almost make me cry times really. I like to start with Fate Zero. I recommend starting with Unlimited Blade Works. That's what I vote Fate Zero as the starting point because I personally like Fate Zero. Fate Zero is my personal favorite, but Unlimited Blade Works or Stay Night, right? Those aren't the same? It's been a long time. Those are two different series, right? Whew. Stay Night. Yeah, okay, Fate Stay Night. That's the one with... Stay Night is the one with, No, it is Fate Stay Night is Unlimited Blade Works. What's the one with, what's it called? With, Alexander the Great. Is that Stay Night? Yeah, I like Fate Zero the best. You're the one with Twitch who actually talks to a chat? What do you mean? That doesn't say... Who are you watching? Who are you watching? I mean, I basically do Zatsu. Yeah, good starter points. Hello, fellow VTuber. Hello, fellow kids. Welcome in, Cyber Cherry Pop. I love the Ilya one. Yeah, I like the Ilya one too. That's Stay Night, right? That's what I'm... Oh gosh, it's been so long. I mean, hey, listen, it's been 6 years. What's the one with... I don't get the hate for Stay Night. I don't get the hate for Stay Night either. Isn't Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works? Hold on. I need to look. Let's see. Yeah, I vote starting with Unlimited Blade Works. That's how I would usually recommend. I thought Unlimited Blade Works was good. I mean, like, relatively. What's the one with Emiya, but he... Is it Zero? With, Stay Night is Saber's route, yeah. Oh, Blade Works and Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Oh, okay, that's what... Okay, I've got it right. Okay, yeah, so I vote start with Stay Night, which is the Saber route, and that's the one with... Anyway, start with Stay Night, then do Unlimited Blade Works. Okay, I was right. I was right at the beginning. I should have trusted myself. So start with Stay Night, then watch Unlimited Blade Works, or vice versa. Start with Unlimited Blade Works, then go to Stay Night, and then I vote Heaven's Feel after that, and then go back and watch Zero. That's like the path that I think would be best. I think my first was Unlimited Blade Works, and then I watched Stay Night, and then I watched Heaven's Feel. And when I watched Heaven's Feel, I'd watched it just as the last movie had come out, which was perfect. Yeah, and then go back and watch Zero, and then you can tell me how Zero is your favorite one because it's the best. Yeah. Blade Works rehashed it. Well, no, it's not a rehash. It's taking different routes in a visual novel. So Unlimited Blade Works is Rin's route. Stay Night is the Saber route, and then Heaven's Feel is the Sakura route, and then Fate Zero goes back and does the prequel about Kiritsugu. I think, right? Yeah, you just said that. Yes, and I like Kiritsugu best, or I like Fate Zero the best. Fate Zero is the one with Alexander the Great. Okay, yeah, that one's my favorite one. Yeah, start with Stay Night, but Unlimited Blade Works I think it's hard. I don't like recommend starting with Stay Night because it's a hard sell. So I always say start with Unlimited Blade Works and then go back to Stay Night and then do Heaven's Feel. Because most people, if you start with Stay Night, I feel like you'll be kind of like medium on it, you know? Yeah. The adaptation was not so good. Welcome in, Alex. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. When I should play them again. Yeah, see, that's where my fandom stops. I'm like, I watched the anime, and then I played a little bit of the gacha, and then I was like, meh. That's all I want. And then I kind of keep up on the anime as it comes out. And I did watch some videos on the FGL, like, storyline. It's really fascinating. I highly recommend. Really cool. So, yeah. No matter what to start. You don't like Emiya, really? I like Kirituko the best, but I mean, like, I like Emiya. But, like, is that... The appeal is more the story, or, like, the... I would say this, the appeal is more the, The appeal is more like the world building, so... But yeah, that's always my recommendation. Start with Unlimited Blade Works. It's the easiest to enter. If you've never done any Fate stuff at all, Unlimited Blade Works, or maybe Babylonia. Maybe Fate Babylonia. Oh yeah, I also watched one, I remember I watched like a one-off movie recently. It was really interesting. It was one of the, oh, I don't remember what it was. I remember there was a pirate in it though. Yeah, got it. Thanks for the rec. Yeah. Yeah, maybe start with Babylonia, which is a good one in my opinion because it's got great animation. The budget is beautiful. It also has Gilgamesh, who is a really fun character. Like, I mean, like some of the other ones also have Gilgamesh, but it has Gilgamesh, who is a fun character, like, but like more in a fun way and less in the like asshole way that he is in some other ones. You get to see Gil from Babylonia, and I like Gil. I also like him and Enkidu together. Really fun dynamic. They're like, they balance each other. It's good. I thought the appeal was the hot guys and the cute lady king. I guess. I like the I would vote the world building's really, really good. Fate looks intimidating and I try to watch in a chronological newbie experience. Yeah, I don't recommend chronological. I do recommend Unlimited Blade Works, then Stay Night, then Heaven's Field, then Zero, and then anything else you want to enjoy. I like Fate Extra. I liked Fate. That was the one with Nero? Fate Extra. I really liked Babylonia. And did somebody just say Fate Kaleido? Isn't that Prisma Ilia? I mean, if you like magical girls, you could start with Prisma Ilia. I tried watching it and I wasn't really a big fan. It's really, I would even say don't start with Prisma Ilia. It's so completely different from the mainline Fate series that, like, yeah, it's great, but it's very clearly, like, not related in the ways that, like, you would, like, it has no, like, Prisma Ilia is not a good example of... Prisma Ilia is not a good example of the Fate series. It's fun. It's really cute. It's adorable. I don't know. Yeah. Fate Go Movie and then Kemwa and then Babylonia. I mean, I don't think you need to watch any other Fate to enjoy Babylonia, though. It's got a lot of Irish ass, and I feel like that's all you really need. I love magical girls, yeah. It's a spin-off. Exactly, it's a spin-off. A Fate comedy series? Yeah. Although I think it's called Fate... Oh gosh, Fate Festival or something like that? Is that what it is? Written in the slave layer outfit. Yeah, the Irish is a hottie. True. Or you miss all the context? No, that's not true. You don't have to. I don't agree with that. I think you can watch Babylonia as a one-off series, really enjoy it, and not watch any other Fate even. Like, yeah, maybe you're missing context, but not everybody cares about the overarching story of Grand Order. I would say that Babylonia is a wonderful standalone series, and you don't necessarily need the context of the rest of the story in order to understand it or enjoy it. So, I would give it a try if you just want something fun and, like, action-packed, so... I would recommend Camelot because it was pure peak. I don't know, I thought it was super boring. As a Grand Order, I mean, like, I thought the storyline in general was, like, not my favorite. There's some cool characters that come out of it, though. There's some cool new heroic spirits. Yeah. Yeah, there is a Fate, there's a comedy series. There's also Cooking with the Emiya Family, which is like a slice of life spinoff. I really like that one. Highly recommend that one. I don't even know if it's available. I don't know where you'd find it. I watched most of it, though. Yeah. I started with Unlimited Blade Works. See, me too. I started with Unlimited Blade Works, and I think it's a great introduction, for sure. Yep. Carnival Phantasm, that was it. That's what it was. Not Festival. Carnival Phantasm. It's like a spin-off series, and it's like really cute. It's not with chibi characters, but it's like all comedy bits. But a lot of the comedy bits do kind of rely on understanding some of the interplay within the servants and Grand Order, I think. So it might not be as funny to somebody who's not into it. I don't know, that one is one where I'm not sure I would recommend it. Even though it's a comedy series, like, it's one of those things where it's like, they made it as a spin-off, and you have to kind of understand some of the, like, character personality, like the heroic spirit personality. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you don't have to. But, like, it makes it a lot funnier to understand everything. I don't know. It's like Isekai Quartet somewhat. Yeah, it's kind of like that, yes. Like, it would not maybe be as funny if you didn't get it. Get the characters. Picture of him working there. What? What are you talking about? I don't think I remember that. Holy. Well, but not very many things are as complicated as Fate storyline. I would say also for anybody wanting to start Fate, don't get too concerned over the whole like chronological or story order. If you start with one of the main three, which is Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, or Heaven's Feel, honestly, you're like fine, I feel like. And then you can branch out from there. Like if you like Magical Girls, maybe go watch Prisma Aelia, or if you like more like, I think Zero is a little grittier, in my opinion at least. I guess that's debatable. I would call it a little grittier. I highly recommend Zero. Zero's my favorite. Zero's still my favorite to this day. And then, like, if you really like the kind of, like, world building around Fate, I would just recommend the game, kind of, or, like, watching some YouTube videos of people playing through the story. Or maybe just, like, I wonder if there's, like, condensed storyline, like, the actual, just, like, the story and doesn't, like, do any of the gameplay. Because, like, I would say that the world building and the story of FGO, Grand Order, like, the actual gacha game, which is what inspired the rest of the series, kind of, the Grand Order parts of the series, not the visual novel is, like, anyway. That's a little complicated. Don't worry about it. Listen, don't worry about it. But when it comes to Grand Order, I do think that the plot's really good. The world building's really good. Certain arcs are better than others, but like, especially in the beginning, really good. Yeah. Yeah, there's also, right, that's true, the visual novel is on Steam. Yeah. If you like Magical Girls Kissing, I mean, I would say if you like Magical Girls point blank, because the kissing stuff doesn't that only happen like 2 or 3 times in the series, and it's a long series too. I would say if you like Magical Girls kissing each other, you might actually need to go watch a doujin. Like, yeah, there's a couple of edgy scenes, but like, I really wouldn't. I wouldn't base, like, if that's what you're looking for, you might need some supplementary materials, because that's not the main part of that anime. Hello, I'm new to you. No, you're not. You've been here. That's a silly thing to say. Good morning, Shiro. Good morning. I was gonna worry about it, but then Shiro said, don't worry about it. So you're not gonna worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Supplementary materials. I mean, if that's what you're going to it for, you might need some different material, because the main, if I remember right, Prisma Ilia only had a few kissing scenes, like, and it's a long series, or it felt long. I didn't finish it because it was boring. Looks like Crunchyroll has today's menu for the enemies. Yeah, that one's really cute. I recommend, I mean, cooking with the Emiya family, or like today's menu with the Emiyas is like, how do I put it? I don't know. I feel like you could watch it standalone. It's cute. It's fun. I don't know if it's going to be as understandable if you haven't watched anything else. But if you watch like a couple, if you watch Stay Night and if you watch Unlimited Blade Works, you'll probably be fine. I do recommend anybody who's already watched Blade Works, go watch Heaven's Feel. That movie series, it's a 3-part trilogy. The movies are fantastic and the animation is like absolutely a cut above. It's so good. It's so good, man. Trust that the doujin community will rise up for a cause. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If you like Magical Girls Kissing, watch the sub of Sailor Moon. Do they kiss in that? How many times do they kiss? I watched the original Sailor Moon. I watched the sub, yeah, not the dub. I don't remember them kissing though. I didn't finish it. I got to like when it started being really Monster of the Week, and then I got bored, so I dropped it because it's like 70 episodes or something. I played through and completed Fate and Unlimited Blade Works from the original VM. Really? Started Heaven's Feel, but never finished it. But I'm meaning to. I recommend watching it. If you've have you seen it? The animation is beautiful. Thank you for the 20, Neko. Thank you, Neko. Thank you for the 20. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, there's so much extracurricular materials for Fate. Oh my gosh, there certainly is. Even the official art books are pretty crazy. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Obi. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, visual novel stream? Literally never. I have no interest in the visual novel. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not interested in the visual novel. Ooh, I'm too short. Just like I'm not interested in actually playing the game, really. But that's okay. It's just not my, like, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. And coffee. Thank you. Thank you, Obi. Thank you for the subs. Very generous. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I definitely recommend watching the Heavens Feel animated movies. That 3-part trilogy is super, super good. It's really, really good. Highly recommend it. I loved it a lot. I still think Zero is the one that had the biggest impact on me. I love Iskandar. Iskandar is my favorite. Yeah. I think actually, you know, okay. Who did I say was my favorite? I think I picked girls, right? But my favorite male servant is Iskander. How do you say Iskander? Iskander. Let me get out my Hick accent. Iskandar is my favorite male character, I think. And I really like. Oh, I also watched the side story about what's his name? The detective. The little guy who turns into like the head of the association. Frick. What's his name? He's a caster, I think. Frick. Oh, what's his name? Oh, shoot. You remember? He's got the green hair. Oh no. Oh, how have I forgotten? Waver. Thank you. Yeah, I watched the series with Waver. I really liked that too. I like Waver a lot. I like Iskandar. I do also like Gilgamesh and Enkidu. I like Iskandar, Gil, and Enkidu, but like I feel like those are basic picks, you know? Like who doesn't love Iskandar? Oh, he's so good. And I like Gil, but I really like Gil. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna put any qualifiers on that. I like Gilgamesh. I like that he is an asshole. And I think he's a great, like, kind of antagonist / like antagonist. I also like him when he's friendly, but like I think he's a great antagonist. He's so hateable in certain storylines. I love that. And Enkidu is really just like, I like him and Gil in Babylonia. Yeah. He's in Fake? Wait, who's in Fake? Iskander? I don't remember. Lord Elmaloy. Yeah, the Lord Elmaloy cases. I watched most of that. I don't think I finished it. But like the kids, one of the kids or a couple of the kids from the case files is in the new one, right? Strange Fake, the newest one. There's a full Fate Zero scene in Fake. Oh, that's cool. I love that kind of villains. Yeah, me too. He's so hateable, but like he's also it's because Gil is like super. He's got like the biggest ego. It's so fun though. I like it. It's so fun though. I like his general vibes. He's just like he's so hateable. That and then oh gosh, man, now I'm really testing my memory. What's the name of the priest? I love him. Oh my gosh, he's the best villain. Oh, what's the priest's name? Priest. FGO. What's his name? FG. There we go. Okay. I don't know. Not that guy. This one with the what's his name again? Not Rasputin. Sorry, not in FGO and Stay Night. I think the guy who knows Rin. That's not his name, is it? Or Rasputin. Rasputin. Stay Night. Priest Fate Stay Night. What's his name again? Kyrie. Yeah, I love Kyrie. Astolfo is still the best boy? I guess. I wasn't a big fan of the Fate Apocrypha storylines. Astolfo was probably the only thing that came out of Apocrypha that I was like, yeah. Gotomi Kirei. I hate him. You hate him? I I love Kirei. He's so evil. Oh, he's so evil. I love how evil he is. He's so evil. I think Kirei is like, oh, and I like his VA too. Kirei is so freaking, he's like really evil. I love how evil he is. Because he's evil, yeah. That's why I love him. He's such a good villain. Oh my gosh. Kirei is he's such a good villain. He's also he's got so much aura. That's what it is about Kirei. Kirei has like massive evil aura, but also just kind of like general like boss energy aura. Kirei is such a good character. In general, like he's so evil. He's also like, I think the only villain that I like Kirei is a villain. It's kind of one of those like I love to hate him. He's so cool. Like genuinely, Kirei is like such a cool like character, and I love him as a villain so much. Like I didn't love him at first, but through Zero, I started really being like, fuck yeah, he's so cool. It was almost too bad that I won't spoil. Game recognizes game, yeah. Me and him were on the same wavelength, man. I love that he commits atrocities. He's so cool. He's so cool. I love Kiritsugu as an MC too. Yeah, I like Kiritsugu and I like Kirei, and I love them. I love them as like protagonist, antagonist. So good, so good. I really liked Kirei. Man, I just love how evil he is. There's something about him. You know, I think the only character that I truly disliked because they were so evil was Sakura's half-brother? Half-brother, or was he her full brother? The older brother who, like, molests her. Man, fuck that guy. And also her grandpa, who I don't remember the name of right now. The weird bug guy. Hate that guy. Those are the only two villains that I would say I, like, really don't like. I know Shiro overlaps because she works with the villains. Yeah, I'm 100% evil. That should be clear. I look pretty evil too, don't I? Yeah. I know that people use the stuff to be weird about queer people on Twitter. That's a weird thing to say. I've never seen that. I woke up this morning to your court jester video. I left my TV on accidentally. That autoplay is doing you dirty. I hope you guys liked it. Somebody made that quote in the Discord server and asked me to make a video on it. So I very generously obliged. It just so happened that it worked really well. But, or at least I like it. Stepbrother, yeah. Those are probably the only two characters that I would say are like super evil and awful. What's the older brother, stepbrother's name? Like, it's something dumb. He is a dumb guy. All cute things are inherently evil, and you're the cutest thing on this planet, darling. Exactly, which is why I'm also the most evil thing on the planet. True evil. True villainous intention. Something mad though, yeah. Those are the only two villains that I've ever seen in Fate where I'm like, ooh, hate them so much. But Kirei, keep saying his name wrong. I think I'm saying his name wrong. I think it's Kirei. Kiritsugu. No. Kotomine, Kirei. I love him. So she's like rainforest frogs? What? Nani? I'm not a frog. I'm a cat. Hello? Hello? I'm a frog. I'm a frog? No, I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I think. I think. Frog cat? No, cat girl. You're mixing up your animals. Cat girl, not frog cat. Very different. Frog cat girl. I don't think so. Nice try though. I don't know about that one. Yeah. But I don't think I wasn't really interested in the most recent Fate show. It wasn't like super appealing to me, but frog disguised as a cat, no. A girl disguised as a girl cat? Cat disguised as a girl, more like? Probably that one. A cat disguised as a girl, really. That's the truth behind everything. I'm actually just a cat, though. That's the thing, is that it's not about being disguised. Well, maybe it's about being disguised. What you guys don't know is my 3D internet self is actually a disguise because I'm literally just a cat with no fingers. Yeah. That's the truth, by the way. I don't have any hands, just paws. I'm actually just a 9-inch tall cat If she was trying to turn French, she would eat frogs? Do the French eat frogs? No, hold on. We need to back up. What? Do the French eat frogs? The French don't eat frogs. It's like Ratatouille, but with a cat. Exactly. No, you get it. Exactly. It's like Ratatouille, but I'm a cat piloting a cat girl's body. But I didn't think it would... I just wanted to be, you know... I didn't think it would be, like... Well, you know, I didn't want to be, like, disingenuous and present myself as just a normal girl, so I'm a cat girl, but, like, in reality, I'm just a cat. Look, Ma, no hands. Look, Ma, only beans. As long as Shiro's catwife, all's good. And let me tell you, that'll never change. They eat frog legs in France? And snails. I've heard about the snails. Also, look at my ducky. Sounds like a witch potion. Yeah, frog legs. That sounds like something from Skyrim. The French folk are frogs. What? Wait, we need to back up. We need to back up. Wait, now we're going from the French eat frogs to the French are frogs. I don't know about that. That seems a little suspicious. Are French people frogs? Let me Google this. Just kidding, I'm not gonna. No, wait, maybe I will. The question is so silly. Hold on. Hello, Staba. Are French people frogs? Question mark? I wasn't typing. Oh my god. Are there any French people in chat? Can you confirm? Are French people frogs? Wait, are French people called Franks? The nickname frogs for French people. What? This is a nickname. Stems primarily from frog legs, or why the French became known as frogs. This is no way. English speakers use frog eater as an insult by the late 18th century. What? This is fascinating. Hold on. It's an actual nickname. Whoa. Wait, listen. Other historical factors and nuances surrounding the stereotype include the French monarchy. Prior to the nickname for the people, royalists in Paris were sometimes called frogs. That's a French word. I'm not going to try that. The French aristocracy. The Grammophobia blog on frogs and frogs. Okay, what? Heraldry and religion. The original French royal emblem, the fleur de lis, was occasionally mocked by rivals as resembling toads or frogs. Wait, is it really? I don't feel like I see that. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Fleur de lis. Does it really look like a frog? I don't think it looks like a frog. Do you think the fleur de lis looks like a frog? I don't think it looks like a frog. She was just hopping along. So I was calling Shiro the frog. I'm not French. What? That is not canon. That's a weird thing to say. I can understand the Frenchies, but I don't know. Frog legs, considered a national delicacy, they are traditionally seasoned with garlic, parsley, and butter and taste like a mild cross between chicken and fish. That is fascinating. How do you say that word? Quebecois? Is that people who live in Quebec? That is interesting. I've never seen that word before. It's actually a common characterization that's not that bueno. I would have assumed that frogs, like calling the French frogs, would have been based off of the word that isn't like the actual word for a French person. Is it a Franc? Or is that the name? I feel like, or is that like the name of their currency? I don't remember. Quebecois. That's how you say that? Wait, is Quebec? Is it pronounced Quebec, not Quebec? Whoa, wait a second. I feel like my mind is being blown a little bit. It's pronounced Quebec, not Quebec? Really? Quebecois. I feel like I'm still not saying it right. Is it like Quebecois? Quebecois. The Germans call them frog eaters as an insult. That is fascinating, but also I don't think the fleur de lis looks like a frog. Hey Shiro, what does a cat say when they hear someone say something questionable? They say, that's a weird thing to say. And then they shame you. Don't be weird. Frog legs are Actually delicious. They taste like a richer chicken breast. Highly suggest. Interesting. They're eaten in southern, like the southern U.S. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that either. I know they eat alligator in the South. Like many things in French, the U is slurred when pronounced. I have a hard time saying that. Don't try to say that? Wait, why? What is that? They say pause? Oh. Okay, that's true. Time to try it out, I guess? Like, Quebec? Can't believe they named the place after a Ween album? Oh, what? Yes, they speak French in Quebec. They get their own name. Wait, French speakers in okay, is it Quebec or Quebec? So, like, is the U pronounced? The U is slurred. Quebec? I've only ever heard it. I've only heard it by Americans, so I feel like I wouldn't know how to say it right. It doesn't mean anything. It's just hard to say. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say that just in case. Other people in the VTuber community don't listen to Ween. What's a Ween? Kimbap. My favorite Korean food. Just kidding. My favorite Korean food is actually tofu soup. So good. Kebab. Have you ever had kimbap? It's really good. It's like the Korean, like it's a rice roll with like stuff in it, kind of like sushi, but like a California roll. Really delicious. Kimbap is delicious. But I like bibimbap. What is that again? I don't remember what that is. I've had it though. I know because I used to have a Korean friend, and they told me that the food I was eating was it, but it was a long time ago, more than 10 years. But I really like Korean tofu soup, which I don't remember what that's called. Hold on, let me look it up. I love having Google. Tofu soup. It's really good. Tofu soup. Sundu bujjigae. I like sundu bujjigae. Spinglebop yelled at Partic? What? Are you okay? Just call them Quebeci's. Is that okay that I can say that? So if they're Canadian, they're either Diet British or Diet French. Is that true? I don't know. I think it depends on which side of the... Wouldn't it depend more on which side of Canada they're on? Because what about Vancouver Canadians? Vancouver Canadians are really close to Seattle. I could probably visit if I wanted to. Tofu's good. Tofu is good. Yeah. Sundu bujjigae is really delicious. It's a spicy tofu soup. It's a Korean like... To me, it's as comforting as like a chicken soup, in my opinion. It's really easy to make too. Maybe I should make some soon. I need to buy some squash though. I don't have any. And tofu, actually. I don't have any of that either. Just realized I don't have either. Ugh. Had a friend in Ottawa that called Quebeci's as... what? And I do not recommend it as a general rule. Don't type it in my chat if it's not something you should say. Wow, let's hold your horses, chatters. Let's take a step back. Please don't say insults in my chat that are not good to say about people. Because even if they're not technically slurs, I'd rather not be saying those out loud, and I am reading your chats, as is clear. It's actually not funny or cool to make the VTubers say bad things, so please don't. Please take a step back away from that. I don't like that. That's a real cute outfit, catwife. Thank you. Thank you. Holy wowzers, we have slurs typed in chat before GTA 6. There have been no slurs typed in chat, but even if it's not a slur, if it's an insulting term to use, please don't type it in chat. Just like I wouldn't want to see a bunch of like swear words in my chat. I don't want any stereotypes in my chat either, because I don't want to say that. I don't know that. You know? So please don't do that. Did you receive your passport? Well, that's a good question. Oh boy, have I received my passport? Well, fun story. I have not applied for my passport yet. But I was supposed to do that like 2 months ago, and then last month. The thing is, I have to go to like a special post office. I have to go to the post office nearest to me. They don't have passport applications, so I keep forgetting. I'm getting the bond camera just in case. Very good. Thank you, OB. Thank you, OB. Hello, make some... I'm gonna call you Cyber Angel. That's a little bit easier. That's a little easier to say. Yeah, I'm supposed to I need to apply for my passport though, for real. I really need to. Oh gosh. Should I? Oh no, the post office is not open on Sunday. See, that's the hard thing, is if the post office isn't open on the weekdays. So, or is it open on the weekend? I mean on Sundays, which is always what I remember because you guys, because I talk about it with you. Oh no. I know, I really need to get a passport. You do too? Yeah, it's just kind of a pain because I need to fill out the application, and now I'm pretty sure for the passport thing, you have to go to the courthouse, or at least I did the last time I applied. You have to go to the courthouse to like file it and stuff, right? Which is kind of a pain to do. The last time I did it, I tried to apply for my passport, but the thing is, when I was young, my stepdad adopted me. Here's some Shiro lore. Whoa, Shiro lore drop incoming. My stepdad adopted me, but when they did the paperwork, they forgot to change my name to his last name in the Social Security Administration. Nowadays, they make it to where you actually, anytime you change one, you always change the other. But at the time, you had to fill out 2 different pieces of paperwork. So when I went to college, I found out that I don't technically exist under the last name that I am legally, my last name at the time didn't exist. Like, I was not a person who, in like the Social Security Administration records, my last name was my biological dad's last name, and so I had to pay money to change my name. And then, because I found all this out around the same time, because I just started college, applied for the FAFSA. The FAFSA was like, you don't exist. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, I should get my passport, so I had to pay money to change my name. And then my passport person, I applied, and I paid like $100 or something. And then they were like, actually, you haven't had your last name long enough to get your passport, so wait another 3 years or something like that. And then I just forgot. So, yeah. Phantom citizen. Yeah. Yeah. You have to have a passport to visit Canada. Am I gonna visit Canada? ShiroNekoNya is not your legal name? No, ShiroNekoNya is my legal name. Yeah. Yeah. But the problem is I had to make it my legal name because my parents forgot to do it. So it's not real for some time. Yeah, so like imagine your last name, my last name was like ShiroNekoNyo. Legally, but I thought forever, and like in one administration, because there's the Department of Human and like Health and Records or something, I don't know, and then there's like the Social Security Administration, right? In one department I was ShiroNekoNya, but in the other I'd never changed from ShiroNekoNyo to ShiroNekoNya, and so I had to legally change my name to ShiroNekoNya, and it cost me money, and it would not have cost me money if my parents had done it right from the very beginning, but then I had to pay for it. And then the passport people were like, you haven't had your name long enough, so you get to wait. And I was like, okay. And then I just forgot forever. My grandma really wanted me to do it too, so she could take me to Mexico. Miss Nya, that's me. So Channel's not your last name then? No, that's my title. That's my title. It's like King of Europe. I'm ShiroNekoNya Channel. So that was your middle name, or is it part of your first or last name? It's Shiro is my first name, and NyetaClips is my last name. Legal name, ShiroNekoNya. NyetaClips, all one word. Cultivate suspicious soup. Hello, great and powerful boss ShiroNekoNya. Hello, my lovely peon, suspicious soup. How old am I? Old enough to be your grandma. Call me Gran kiddo, I'll make you a cookie. Yeah, that's me. That sounds like a mess. Yeah, it was a mess. You can't do that anymore. Crazy how it works in your country. Yeah, you can't do it. Doesn't work like that anymore. They fixed it. I'm not the only one that's happened to as well. It's kind of funny. When I went in to change my last name back to well, the problem is that, okay, well, anyway. But I had to change my name to my adopted father's last name. There was another girl who was there having the exact same problem. So, Grandma, that's right. You want a cookie? All right, everybody can have a cookie, but you gotta be good, and don't tell your parents. Are your pronouns catwife? Yeah, my pronouns is catwife. I'd love some Gran cookies, yeah. What happened if you married someone and you have to change your name? I think if you marry somebody, it's free, right? Probably. I hope it's free. Do they charge you for that? Do you have to pay to get married? I love some grain cookies, yeah. Tell us about GeoCities. I never played that. I do know it was around while I was alive, probably. For the paperwork thing, so? Really? You need to get married to no one. I'm finding a wife anytime. Hey, I'm right here, buddy. Well, you signed the contract. It's already done. Catwife marriages are free. Grand, why are government officials outside of my house? Shh. Don't worry about it. Just run out the back door. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Wow, free green card. Let's go. You're an American citizen now. So there's a whole club for penguins. I did play Club Penguin, yeah. I played Club Penguin. I remember Flash games, too. I'm old enough. Try it out and see what they charge. No. Let's keep it the free catwife marriage. Easily dissolvable. Well, I mean, it is till death do us part, and there actually isn't another, like, dissolution option there, but I will let you know. The death is the easy part. Common law cat husbands? No. It's illegal. Trust. Fully legal and above board. You have to pay for a marriage license to get it officiated and recorded correctly? Really? That's interesting. Yes, it costs to the paperwork. No to the change name when you put it on paper. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. See, yeah, if you change your name any other time, for example... Okay, well, here's the thing. It doesn't cost money when you... Well, does it cost money to adopt a child? Like, I mean through, like, a step-parent. I don't know. My stepdad adopted me, but it didn't cost money. It would not have cost money to change my name correctly. They just forgot half the paperwork at the time. I don't know if he paid to do that. I don't know. Easily dissolvable, she means you guys are getting dissolved. Damn right. You ever try to divorce me, you know what's gonna happen. Can't escape, yeah. I think it depends on the country, because in some they pay for you to adopt, for what I have to understand. Yeah, I know that, like, a normal, like, if you were to adopt a child with no parents from, like, I don't know, is it like an orphanage nowadays? Does those even exist? But, like, yeah, if you adopt your stepkid, I don't think it costs money to change the name part, but I think it might cost money to do the adoption process. If you introduce the money, it becomes a market. You're adopted. My stepdad adopted me. I'm not like an orphan. Although my stepdad, my dad. I don't talk about anybody else, by the way. I guess he's my stepdad, but he's the only dad I ever knew. It happened when I was really young, like 2 or 3 years old. But he passed away, so I mean I'm half an orphan, I guess. Almost. I'd adopt you. Aw, thanks. Alright, I'll let my mom know that I've got options if she ever passes away. What is divorce, catwife? It sounds cold and scary. Don't let me out of... Don't worry, you can stay in the basement for as long as you like. Don't even worry about it. Technically, marrying someone from another country just to move to that country is illegal. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. You have to prove you're dating the person and not just marrying to get... Really? Well, that's fascinating. I would not have guessed that. I guess that makes sense, just to move. But, like, how many people would marry somebody from a different country just to move? Not like the person moving. That makes sense to me. But the person there. Whoa, I guess if you, like, paid them, huh? Okay, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. If you were from, like, if I was from America and I wanted to move to Japan, and I paid somebody to marry me, huh? That's how that would work. That's how that would be illegal. I can see how that would work, okay? But, like, but you wouldn't do it otherwise, huh? You can if you know that people in my family offered that a few times, really. But enough fraud people married to get some income out of it. See, I feel like that's what's called a green card marriage. But I didn't know that was illegal. Yeah, I didn't know that was... I guess it makes sense. You'd be surprised. You think somebody would do it for free? I don't think I'd marry somebody to move... Like, I wouldn't marry somebody just because they wanted to move here. Unless... But, like, if they paid me a lot of money... It depends on how much money, I guess. Everybody's got a price. Couple million? Maybe. Less than $1 million is $1 million. $1 million is $1 million, as they say. Mail order brides or green card marriage. But like, why it's for a fun rom-com? That would be a cute rom-com. Mail order brides doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I guess maybe if you, but like, I don't know. Wouldn't it be, like, marriage seems so, as a catwife, perhaps I shouldn't say this. Marriage seems so complicated. I don't know, like, for real, what if you do divorce and you're like, what if your lady takes all your money? I'm just saying, I know a guy, one of my friends, his wife recently, him and his wife split up and she's taken a lot of his money. Seems like really bad. I don't know, I feel really bad for him. Some people are not good, you know? Anyway, be very careful if you marry somebody, guys. I'm safe, clearly, because I won't take all your money, but some ladies will take all your money. It's not good. You have to slip assets before marriage or change the name into somewhere else you trust assets so you can take them as yours. Yeah. See? Yeah. Because, well, I don't know how it works in every state, but in Washington, if you get married and you have assets, because that's what happened to Jeff Bezos, right? His wife took like half his assets, even though she wasn't like part of his company at all. She's really rich now. You want to do that to us? That's how you sign a prenuptial agreement. True. I wouldn't do that to you because I can't. That's the best part about catwife marriage, is that you're not monetarily invested and there are no laws that apply to it in terms of alimony. So you can leave at will. Unfortunately, the punishment for leaving is death. But like, that's better than taking all your money, right? Yeah. Yup. I mean, you can lie most of the time. Just put your things into your friend's name and say, yeah, I'm borrowing from him. That's crazy. Wow, you guys are teaching me to do illegal things. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. Uh-oh. That seems bad. That's what's up. Free Bezos money. Give Bezos money to me, actually. I deserve it. Like, let's say someone from the U.S. wants to move to Sweden for healthcare, and they have a friend who's willing to marry them for the citizenship. Since they don't have any proof of dating or reason to move together, they legally can't get married. If you're married between countries, usually in most countries, you have to prove a non-political or financial reason why. Couldn't you just pretend to be in love? Not that you should do that. She'll never take your cash. I will never take half of your assets. However, I will happily receive donations to help fund my streaming activities. Everything goes back into the stream. Thank you, Necrophy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the hours. Thank you for that pink soupa. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, I will happily, however, take your soupas, because I can use them to buy face tracking eventually, which I hope to do this September when it becomes on the market again, which I'm very excited about. Hopefully, I'll be able to get it in order, to sneak it in order. So I'll never leave. Please don't lock me in the basement. All right. Well, I'll consider that request in 3 to 5 business days. I'd take that bet with Shiro. Oh yeah. These laws are easy to bypass when recommended, but they don't work well. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Can't imagine how cheap it would be if people from outside makes me pay for the subscriptions, because mostly they're $5 in my country. Really? I mean, if you divorce them after moving to the country, you're single again. Oh. I didn't think about that. So if you marry somebody from a different country and then you move to that country and then you divorce them, well, you still wouldn't be a citizen, though. So, and now you wouldn't have, like, a green card, right? Hello, welcome in, Flavio. I like your name, Flavio Rizzo. You can say you're in love, but they get increasingly strict with their tests and questionnaires. I mean, that's interesting. Do you have to be in love for a certain amount of time before you can marry somebody from a different country, then? Are they like, you have to know so much about them because you're in love? But, like, what if they fell in love? Like, people fall in love fast, right? Or I don't know. Some people fall in love really fast. Confusing you a bit? It's confusing. Yeah, basement, that's an upgrade. Max savings, that's true. Rent-free. You just have to, well, kind of rent-free. You do have to provide teeth on a regular basis. Not, they don't have to be your teeth, but they do have to be provided fresh. Fresh teeth. Okay, fresh teeth. Maybe not my money, but at least my life, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, like, you still have to become so for example, becoming a Japanese citizen is really, it takes a long time, like 10 years or something like that. Isn't that crazy? Hi, Shiro. Hi, Abzekro. Welcome in. Doesn't that, it takes like a really long time to become a Japanese citizen. The problem with Japan and like citizenship in Japan is you can have dual citizenship. You can't be a citizen of Japan and the US at the same time. They usually watch you, they have to be married for a longer time or you lose your citizenship. Whoa. Is Shiro secretly the tooth fairy? Nah, me and the tooth fairy are tight, but I'm not the tooth fairy, don't worry. Well, more like, we know each other. Listen, we have an understanding. That's like if my shovel sharp and my pliers have those nice vinyl tips. Yeah. You know what a girl likes. Fresh, never frozen. What do you mean teeth, Shiro? I mean teeth. You have to do a monthly. Hey, listen. You seem to have missed the business strategy meeting on monthly supplication of teeth to the Shiro Fund. Citizen. Shape. Is it similar in the U.S.? Wait, is it what similar in the U.S.? Donating teeth or? Missed the orientation training. Okay, that's okay. We'll have another one in a month. Don't worry. The moving through marriage doesn't get citizenship, just a valid visa. To get citizenship, you have to live in the place on a visa for a certain amount of time, prove you're providing to the country, and know the language, and then you can apply for citizenship. Yeah, it would be really cool to be able to go to Japan. Even living in Japan might be interesting. I don't know if as I've gotten older, I'm a little less interested in living in like foreign countries long term. Maybe for a while. Maybe long term. Like if the opportunity ever arose to live in Japan long term, maybe. I don't know if I'd want to pass up that opportunity. But I don't know if that's likely to happen, so we'll see about it. We'll see about it, maybe. When you get residency, then gain proper citizenship. Yeah. But like, I don't know if that would mean I'd ever go for citizenship in Japan. Also, you have to think like, I don't know. Japan is a long ways away. But it would be really cool to visit at least. I'd really love to visit Japan for sure. I'd really like to visit Japan. I might enjoy living there for a certain amount of time, but maybe not very long term, you know? Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Obi. Thank you. Holy, you've gifted a total of 510 subs in the channel. Did you know that? That's crazy. Thank you, Obi. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All the corporate VTubers in Hololive living in Japan pure on a work visa, and they have to get out once their contract with Hololive is gone. Yeah. Unless they got a different type of, like, most of the, I mean, I guess it depends, right? Like, all the EN VTubers from Hololive living in Japan, if they were to stop working with Hololive, they could, they could still be a VTuber. They could rebrand or reincarnate, as it were, if they wanted to. And then, very much like some of the anti-tubers that live over there, you can get a visa, a work visa, on your own work, you know, on your own brand and stuff. I think it would be a lot harder, though. It would be a lot harder. Yeah. Could have done without that info. I was raised and grew up on NC? Wait, what's that? Didn't get citizenship. My data branch opened for American region. I miss Charlotte. Wait, North Carolina? I think I do know what that is. North Carolina. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see. That's fun. You miss Charlotte. What's it like in North Carolina? I don't know much about North Carolina, like in terms of, well, I know a little bit about North Carolina, but I don't know what the, like, vibe is over there. I've never been outside of the West Coast. I've only been to Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana. I haven't even been down to California, so really, I'm not even a real West Coastie. Kind of a medium. I'm kind of only on the Washington, really. Yeah, it's dope. The East Coast is dope. NC specifically, It's beautiful, really? At least for me. You live over there. Carolyn. Exactly. Digital nomad. You have to reach a certain amount of money you made in a month. Yeah. Prove you're not a comedic or parody talent and prove you will be benefit living while making money through the internet. Yeah. Vancouver? Me? I live in Seattle. Oh, but I lived in Oregon when I was going to high school and college. But my hometown is in Washington and I live in Seattle. Yep. Yep. Mountains to the left and ocean to the right. Wait, that's like Washington, right? Or are you talking about Charlotte? North Carolina. Is there mountains over in North Carolina? Ooh. I don't know a lot about there. You have to visit Carolina sometimes. So many things to do. California. Boy, oh boy, my reading comprehension. Ain't it the worst? Coffeetopia. Yeah, Seattle. Jorb, do you live in the area? I don't remember. California does seem really cool. I really want to visit Monterey Bay because there's a really big, cool aquarium there. So I think before I visit anywhere else, I might visit California first because the plane ride won't be so scary. If I had to choose, but I really want to go to Universal Studios. I mentioned that a couple times, so we'll see what happens. What else is there to do in California? I don't know where Monterey Bay is in comparison to like LA or San Francisco, but I would like to visit Monterey Bay. So if it's close to one of those cities, I'd be able to do whatever is there. Yes, there are mountains. In North Carolina? Ooh, cattle. Are there a lot of cattle in North Carolina? There's a lot of cattle in Wyoming. Except for Colombia. Colombia will give you a digital nomad just for making a certain amount of money in your own through internet a month. Really? How much? Do you know? Fisherman's Wharf? Fisherman's Wharf? Monterey Bay has Fisherman's Wharf? Wait, what's that? I'm from Denver, originally Kansas. Spent a good time with the PNW too. Yo, you're in Denver! Colorado? Originally Kansas. Kansas is all flat, isn't it? You can do a San Francisco trip. Monterey is like 2 hours away, but it's closer to San Francisco than LA. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try to do that. Eventually, I'm going to actually look into it seriously. Maybe not this year. Maybe next year. I would really like to go to Monterey Bay. Monterey Bay Aquarium makes a lot of YouTube videos. I don't know if you know this, but Monterey Bay Aquarium has live feeds of their jellyfish on, and the kelp forest with the otters and stuff, and also some of their other fish. If you like fish videos and fish and aquariums, I highly recommend looking at their YouTube channel. Maybe I'll raid into one of their... Maybe I should raid into one of their live streams. They have YouTube live streams of their jellyfishes. They're really cute. Doug? Wait, is that a streamer or a YouTuber? You'll see lots of animals hanging around in the rural areas of North Carolina. Really? Here too, in the rural areas, but I recommend not to visit Detroit at any point in your life. Understood. Will not visit Detroit. If you want a good taco, look up Mount Sunflower one day. Is it like it's like crawling. It's like Monterey Bay Aquarium is amazing. I could watch the otters all day. Me too. I love Monterey Bay Aquarium YouTube videos, so I would love to go to the aquarium. It looks so cool. Smoky Mountains are Asheville, North Carolina. They're older grandfather mountains, so they're lower and smoother than the Rockies. That's interesting. Of course, the cat that knows about the ocean would know facts about jellyfish live streams. Listen, it's good content. It's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. Yeah, Monterey Bay seems really, really cool. I would love to go to the aquarium. Also, I think there's like... So maybe I'll go to San Francisco, because I've always wanted to go to San Francisco. And then from there, maybe the Monterey Bay Aquarium, do like a day trip. That'd be fun. 2 hours isn't so bad. You know what else I'd really like to visit? I want to go to Chicago someday. There's a movie I like that was based in Chicago. Oh no, Detroit is okay, just don't go to the rough parts. It's a high point in Kansas, but it's the highest point in Kansas. Sunflower Hill is... Wait, I'll look at it now. Here, listen. Here, we have Google at our fingertips. Sunflower Hill, Kansas. Wow. Wait. I did it wrong. Hold on. Why is my model freaking out, man? Okay. Mount Sunflower. Images. Mount Sunflower? Is this for real? What the heck? That's a rock. What? That's a rock. No way. Okay, Mount Sunflower, although not a true mountain, is the highest natural point in the U.S. state of Kansas. At 4,039 feet, it is 3,300 feet above the state's topographic low point, which lies at the opposite side of the state. It's located between the communities of Colorado and Whiskin in Wallace County. That is fascinating. Wait, Mount Sunflower is located on private land owned by Ed and Cindy Harold, who encourage visitors to the site. Amenities include a picnic table, a little free library, and a sunflower sculpture made from railroad spikes. On this, wait, it has a plaque on the site stating, on this site in 1897, nothing happened. This is cute. Additionally, there's a mailbox on the site with a registration book inside where visitors can write their names, where they're from, and how many members are in their party. That's cute. I like that. That's adorable. That's cute. That's cute. Mount Sunflower. Maybe I have a fish fact for us today. I have fish fact videos that I've written, but I have had zero time to record anything. Perhaps I have a fish fact video though, or a fish fact? Just a regular fish fact? Let's see. Are there any that I haven't talked about that I just like keep in my brain? Let me think about it. Let me think about fish facts that I keep in my brain. I know a lot about sperm whales. Let's see. Did you like the zebrafish one? Did I publish that? I think I did. I liked the zebrafish one. That was really fascinating. I'd never, for several of my fish fact videos, most of my fish fact videos, I do research. Like, I find a fish and then I do research on it. So I actually don't know anything about the fish beforehand. And then I research and look up information about it. And I really enjoy the process. It's a great way to keep your mind sharp and, like, continue learning about stuff, in my opinion. I really enjoy the fish fact videos. But do I have any fish facts that would be interesting? I know about... Did you know that sea urchins are actually invasive species in most oceans, especially tropical waters? And that there are very few predators of sea urchins in tropical coral reefs. And sea urchins, especially the kinds that exist in coral reefs, actually eat the coral reefs. And it's something that, I don't remember if it's like the population is increasing because of like overfishing of predators that eat the sea urchins, if I remember right, something like that. But they've had to introduce more, they've had to breed and introduce predators into this different environments, what's the word? Ecosystems, so that sea urchins won't cause too much destruction of coral reefs. There's your fish fact. It happened to sea lions too, because there's no predators. They just keep multiplying. Yeah, they're invasive too. But yeah, so actually, sea urchin like fishing, because you can eat sea urchins, and in Japan, sea urchin like is it common? It's like a festival food. Sea urchins eat human feet. They also eat the beautiful coral reefs that we want to protect. So. Yeah, they're very invasive. They like overpopulate quickly. I don't remember if it's because of the predators have been overfished, or if it's because of like changes in the environment in general that have caused sea urchin populations to like increase. This is something that I like think is really fascinating. But there's this one type of starfish that eats sea urchins, and it's the kind that looks like a sun starfish. If I remember right, that might be the name of it too. Hold on, let me look. Let me not give you fake facts. Sun starfish. Yeah, I think it's called the sunflower sea star. I'm pretty sure these guys, if you were to take a Google, they look like a sun, they look like one of those, they look like a sun, kind of, like one of those suns that you see in like vaguely Italian decor. You know what I'm talking about, with like lots of little rays? So they look like that. They eat sea urchins, if I remember right. Gardener fish cooperate with divers to catch sea urchins. Yeah! I think also there are certain types of pufferfish that eat sea urchins, if I remember correctly from my pufferfish video. Pufferfish have very big teeth. Yeah. That's predators in very comfy conditions and lots of food they love. Exactly, yes. So, sea urchin population control is actually a big point of like interest for anybody who works in conservation, from what I understand. Yeah. Fascinating. fascinating, but I want to eat a sea urchin really bad, so I would like to help. I would like to help decrease the devastation upon... I would like to personally help decrease the devastation of our coral reefs by doing my part and eating some sea urchin. I really want to try it so bad. They're not predators in the area, they're invasive, that's why they bred like crazy. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was pretty sure it was about, like, they're invading areas where the predators don't live or where the predators have been removed, yeah. I've heard they're good with butter and soy sauce. That sounds so good. Fresh sea urchin is super tasty. Okay, you guys are making me hungry. You guys are making me so hungry. I remember seeing a short of drivers collecting sea urchins and bust them open to feed fish. Yeah, isn't that cute? I love that. Urchin. Did you know that in many parts of the US there's such a boom in the deer population? I did know that, actually, yeah. The same in Wyoming, where I used to live. Yeah. Scientists tried to circumvent this in the 90s and 2000 by introducing hyenas and leopards? I did not know that part. I did not know that part. Is it because hyenas and leopards sometimes do seek human prey? Interesting that you say that, though, because that was one of the, if I remember right, the overwhelming deer population was one of the reasons that they reintroduced wolves back into Yellowstone State Park, didn't they? Catgirl, the natural predators of fish. You see her here, in her native environment, a coffee shop with rain upon the windows. Where will her next meal be sourced from? We have to go get some sushi. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I believe, if I remember right. The massive deer population was one of the reasons that they reintroduced wolves into Wyoming, Yellowstone, the Wyoming National Park, which is really interesting to me. And then now they keep a very careful eye on both the deer population and the wolf population. I think it's really fascinating. How, like, I think that the wolf population was almost completely eradicated, or it was completely eradicated from Yellowstone, and the only thing they could do was reintroduce wolves from conservation sites. Yeah. I've been more concerned about the wild boars. Hello? Wild boars where? Huh? Wolves are making a comeback, yeah. After there was such a huge deer population boom, the wolves are making a comeback. But they actually introduced wolf hunting sometime after that, to keep wolf populations low, because there's so many deer that the wolves basically exploded, and now they have to be careful of, like, both things, which I thought was very interesting. Fireflies. Oh, that's so cool. I'd love to see a firefly. They don't have those. Well, they don't have those here. What I mean to say is, fireflies don't live in Washington. It's too cold here. They live in, like, more warm states, right? Or, well, they only live on the East Coast. I don't know if it's always where it's warm, but it's really cool. It's really cool. I'd love to see a firefly. Leopards would have reduced car accidents by deers by a ridiculous amount, and any human deaths would be significantly less than the current amount caused by deer overpopulation. I feel like introducing leopards to the mountains is really scary, not gonna lie. Mountain lions are already scary enough. Feral hogs are scary. Yeah. Feral hogs are scary. Southern American states, mainly, it's a whole thing. They introduced wild boars into the South U.S. No fireflies. Yeah, no fireflies here. You would not believe your eyes. 10 million fireflies lit up the world. I fell asleep. Please take me away from here. Do you like my squid or octopus meat? I've never had... Wait, no, I've had an octopus. Oh, wait, I've had both. I like squid best. Squid is very fatty. It's kind of like pork. It's good. I thought they were common. No, they only live in the east of the U.S. They don't live in the west. I'm so jealous. I like octopus, right? They taste funny. What do you to read and I without fireflies? Squid like Squid Game? Squid like the fish. Like the fish. Like the cephalopod. I love to eat squid. I love eating squid, actually. It's probably one of my favorite. I love unagi. That's what it's called, right? When they make it in Japan, right? They make it, that's like literally the Japanese word for squid, if I remember right. No, that's eel. I'm thinking eel. Uh-oh. No, I don't think I've ever had squid. Shoot, I'm thinking eel, not squid. Oh, no. Oh, my Japanese is so bad. I meant to say eel. Oh, I don't know if I've never had squid. No, I've had squid. I've had dried squid. Hold on, back up. Hold on, back up. I've only had dried squid, but I've had like takoyaki, and I've had what's the other way you have octopus? Where it's like literally the octopus tentacles, and you can eat it. South America mentioned. Let's go Argentina! Eel is so good. I really like eel. I meant to say eel, but I've only had dried squid. I've never had squid prepared any other way, so I feel like I can't decide. But like, I've had a lot of octopus. I love takoyaki. Oh, hi, Missy's catwife yaps. Such a lovely voice. Oh, thank you, Red. Thank you for the vibe. I'm glad you guys enjoy the apps. That's fun. I like takoyaki. Oh, I like takoyaki a lot. Now, I wish I chose a squid character instead of a sheep. Squids is cute. Calamari, that's what I mean. Wait, calamari is squid? I thought calamari was octopus. I guess I have had squid. Wait, I thought calamari was octopus. Is a calamari really squid? I did not know that. I didn't know that. Really? Okay, well, I like octopus better, I think. I like octopus better, but I mean, like, anything's good if you put it in a fried ball of dough. Maybe if you put squid in a fried ball of dough, I would like squid a lot, too. Takoyaki is really delicious. I love takoyaki. We need an octopus cat hybrid VTuber. That'd be so cute. Wait, that'd be really cute. Just like how Shiro is an orca cat. We need an orca. Wait, no, I mean octopus. That's cute. I feel like that would be a really great lewd-tuber idea. Not gonna lie. Calamari is indeed squid. Really? Wow, I had it wrong this whole time. I've had calamari though. It's okay. I like the fried part. Yeah. I just like fried food, I think. Speaking of, I'm not gonna have fried food, but I'm gonna have my leftover chili. I made some award-winning ShiroNekoNya chili recently, and I'm really hungry. And it's time for me to go have my breakfast / lunch / maybe dinner. Okay, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go visit some aquariums in VRChat. So I'll see you then after work. After work, I'll see you, okay? We make rabas, which is fried squid. That sounds good. Ikamusame? What? See ya. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I'll go ahead and raid somebody cute and funny if I can find them. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody, please take very good care, and thank you for chatting with me today. And thank you very much, of course, to everyone for the supas, for the subs. I really appreciate it. It'll help me fund my upcoming face tracking purchase, hopefully. Alrighty. Mods, if you'd like to plug yourselves, please do so. If you'd like to tip the mods, they help keep us safe. They keep everything on lock in here. Alrighty. But I'll go ahead and rate us out on both YouTube and Twitch. Grab your rate message, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see if I can remember how to end my stream. I don't know. It's been a week. Alright, I figured it out. I love you guys. Bye. Wait, what's happening with my main mic? Was there like a weird noise going on this whole time? I have a lot of questions. Wait, hold on. Has it been sounding strange? Do I sound like I'm in a microwave? Wait, I need to listen to this. Oh, wow. You can hear my fan. What happened to my noise suppression? Holy. Ew, you can hear me like make mouth sounds. Somebody should have said something. Oh, well. Alright. That's fine. Anyway, I love you guys. Ew.